We're like literally halfway there. That's awesome. I'm a little concerned about this whole like Amwa Strait. Like I just feel like that's the setup for something bad, but
You know, and that ship that was obviously a trap but might have not been
it was
trapped.
obviously set up for us.
But also, we're not intelligent people.
It's true.
Our characters aren't intelligent people. I
Hey,
mean,
well,
I
we're
I
average.
have negative
I,
one intelligence.
Listen.
I'm sorry.
I'm a zero.
We're
I've
not
got no
intelligent
plus and no
people.
minus.
Our characters are not intelligent either. Okay? So, I'm like, oh wow, we are starting off with you throwing heavy punches at you.
Well,
Uh,
I've looked at the character sheets. I know that nobody has a +1
We're
intelligence,
high.
and I'm the one with the worst intelligence. So,
Yeah, but
I
we're,
think that just sorry.
we're fine. It's fine. This is fine.
yeah, no,
I-
it's perfectly fine.
I think it just makes us feel like we're more intelligent than we are. Because
Of
when we
course.
do things and it works out, we're like, maybe we do have a +1 in intelligence because we're just that smart.
yeah.
We're the only people we know. Actually, we have Torkel, so
We do.
Okay.
Torkel kind of makes me feel dumb. So,
fuck that guy.
Hey, why'd you kill that guy? Oh, he was smarter than us. We couldn't allow it.
we got the curse lifted and Winrar's memory back. We don't need him
No,
anymore.
that happened before. We're not smart people. We
Yeah.
didn't plan that out.
Of course. Yeah. No, you're right. You're right.
This is happening tonight.
All right. So why don't, because we're kind of doing it, why doesn't someone start filling in everyone a little bit of what happened last week? Because,
Yo.
So last week we started sailing.
Yo.
Drac got super drunk to the point where Rack asked Torkel to wait, do I have Brian muted?
Am I? Can you hear me now?
Yeah, no, you're good. You're
Yeah.
good.
Was my settings?
So
shitty.
Drac was in a magically induced coma because he kept challenging the captain to a drinking contest. We found a ship that was not armed, but it was definitely a trap, so we weren't fucking with it. We were man down, and we sailed. I got some
Intelligence.
bottles full of, we got some bottles with magic. The captain was drunk 90% of the time with his checks, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, I was captaining pretty hard though.
Yeah, you were captaining pretty hard.
Yeah.
Uh,
Everyone else was doing great.
also me.
Hal and Rack had some moments, and we had some of our very rare smart moments, and we just finished fucking up an elemental and some mer people.
Booyah.
All right. Very good. Well,
Was that everything? Did I miss anything?
I don't think so. Anyone else
Cool.
remember something?
Remember a lot of snoring.
Yeah. I think he covered that, but quickly. I don't know if you wanted to elaborate, but
after resting for so long, Drac actually ended the battle with a crit, because why the fuck not?
right, he was
so well
really
rested.
due for it at that point. All right, so
Yeah.
with that, let's get everyone's on deck, and also keep in mind, I shouldn't say everyone's on deck, everyone's on the ship. Keep in mind that if there's anything that you guys wanted to discuss or talk about or anything at all, You've got all the time. If you needed to, have an hour that you were talking, Drac and Rack. If you guys were like, all right, hold on, Rack, come here. I had something to talk to you about. You guys are sailing for days. You've been on the sea for like a week at this point. So,
and each roll is a new day, so we get a long rest during that.
Yeah, I was just going to ask that question.
Yep.
Okay, cool.
So we've just to be clear. So we're considered, since this is another, like, we're in another day after the Mer people battle. So we've had a long rest.
Yes.
Okay. Cool.
All right. So with that, I would like D12 rolls from everyone, please.
All right. Oh, that's a 12.
Okie dokie. Sorry it took me so long. I logged in on my fucking Chromebook, and something's all fucked up with my Discord on my Chromebook, so I don't know if I have to re-download it or whatever, so I had to boot up my other computer. I got a 1.
I can
got a 9.
tell you what's wrong with your Chromebook. It's a Chromebook.
Yeah.
Waka waka.
Yeah.
I got a 4.
Kevin, you're muted.
Yeah, I was just taking care of some stuff. Hold on. Please? Yes. Alright, so, what was it? 1, 4, 12, and 9?
Yes.
Alright, so you guys... No, this is how I move you. Alright, so, let's
How is the
clean
speaker
up,
still on?
clean up from last week. Move out of the way. There. Nope, not gonna be able to do it from there. So you guys took care of business.
Every day.
Every way.
Working overtime.
I just suggest to the captain maybe have Drac swab the decks for sleeping for so long.
No. I do the flogging.
Hey,
I don't do any swabbing.
I'm talking to the captain, not you. And you might not even be in reach of this.
I would imagine you probably go to, the captain's quarters or something.
Yeah.
Seems
keep
reasonable,
him out of
even
trouble.
with your intelligence level.
Oh my god!
Apparently.
I know that this is not true for this, but it would just be so hysterical if the door swings open like, and the captain's eyes are just like bleeding, and he's like, "I'm still captaining so hard, leave me alone." And he slams the door shut.
All right, so
Gotta go hard.
was that the whole thing?
That was it.
All right, cool.
Awesome.
Perfect. All right, well, in that case, yeah, what are you guys doing with that information?
I say you bring up a very good point. And first I go to Drac's quarters and make sure that he got his whip. And I tell him, make sure you make them swab the deck extra hard.
You're goddamn right, Captain. You know I'll whip the shit out of them if they don't.
Of course.
I know that's why you trusted me with this whip. Your family whip.
Didn't you buy that at Inventory?
I like to think of it as his family whip, and I like to think he trusted me with it.
I've just been slowly gaslighting him to believe this.
He planted it there. It was a test. Why are you fucking
Okay.
swapping the deck? I'm gonna flog this crew member here. Just
Okay.
a slight flogging.
It's a light flog.
Light flogging, just like a quick whip.
I'm trying to steer the boat. You're not doing it good enough.
See how far you're going, right? You keep hitting my right hand, pulling it down. Oh, all right. I'll hit your left hand. All right. So the floggings have commenced this day.
Mhm.
So, with that being said, could I get perception checks?
Oh yeah.
A 20? A D20, a D20, sorry, I didn't roll 20.
Yes.
Yeah, D20. 18.
27.
Mine is not
13.
good. I'm just telling you right now.
13.
Yeah, I mean, you're captain's still captaining hard. I see. He's not as captaining as hard, but you know,
When we come
I
to
guess-
captain, we will always captain hard. Captain hard. Captain hard. Captain hard.
Where's my characters? I
You're
rolled a
not-
2, but I don't know what my bonus is. I'm trying to.
Yeah.
I don't
That's,
know
give me a
why.
second.
that's gonna be a tough one.
That is gonna be a
Regardless.
tough one.
So,
Your perception is +5, Brian.
Okay, so 7.
So yeah, we have some okay rolls, some less okay rolls, and with that and Hal up in the crow's nest there, you guys don't see anything on this fateful day. Unfateful.
Okay, I'm gonna go over and
Guys, I think I see a sea monster. There's definitely a
I'm
giant
gonna go
shark.
check. I'm gonna go chat with my best friend in Giant, just talking shit about my brother.
Okay. He definitely joins in on that.
If anybody knows, you just see Hal's head kind of drop back down the level of the crow's nest.
How does a giant whisper even work?
Quietly.
Well, we're not even whispering. We're speaking in Giant. Do we know Giant?
That's right.
I guess I don't.
And Hal's playing with his
They
bugs.
they don't even make it like that they're hiding it. They just are talking in Giant about you as they point at you.
Wait, as a Minotaur, you don't speak Giant?
I think I just speak Minotaur and whatever the common tongue is.
Minotauring?
Minotauring? Yeah, I don't know.
I just made that up. I don't
Labyrinthian,
know.
Yeah, that's pretty appropriate.
right?
Yeah, he just speaks Common and Minotaur.
Okay.
I completely
it's-
forgot that I chose Giant as my language. So, you know.
Oh, damn, I knew I should have taken that in Magic High School.
Says the
I always
fighter.
made fun of him.
Didn't think it was
When
gonna
did
work
you go
out.
to Magic High School?
I don't know, I got kicked. We'll say I got kicked out. And
I was
Magic
just
High
going to
School.
say,
Okay.
none of us graduated Magic High School. We just went to Magic High School.
I think
Drac thinks he went to Magic High School.
I think Drac was one of those people who like started to get it early, so he's just like, yeah, fucking whatever. That's basically good enough. I got it. I'm sorry, that would have been Rack because he actually has the magic.
You know. Well, Rack has uncontrollable magic and was born with magic, so
Yeah, I
He
feel
doesn't-
like if you all went to a magic school, like you started to get it and you're like, all right, yeah, I got it, and then you left, and then they left. Like
new
everyone
one-off
left at the same
campaign,
time. You
Magic
just
High
started
School.
to get it,
I
except
think
it
would
blows up.
I think it would be
sometimes.
really funny if we did like a backstory episode, and like he's like just like the not the dropout but the walkout from high school, and meanwhile like all of us are somehow also in the background, just not at that school but affecting it in some way.
I'll come up with an anime episode for you.
That's amazing. You know, like Hal's like just scamming a kid.
Only if I get to wear the
camera
schoolgirl
goes through.
uniform.
Of course. What else would I think to put you in?
Thank you. That I just need to make sure we're authentic to the
you
time
have-
period.
No,
You
that
have
was
to
the
be-
that was the only reason you went to high school at all. Was just to get the uniform, and then you're like, I'm done. I got this.
This is my fetish.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought. Okay, cool. All right. So,
But don't the girls usually wear that one? No, 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 you got it all wrong.
what's the point? What a waste. Look
What
at
about
what I
how
can do.
I want to feel? I want to feel pretty.
All right. So,
Oh, shit.
you guys moved on. Nothing that day. D12s, please.
D12.
11.
6.
I got an 11 too. Wolfgang, how's the new place, buddy?
We lost him.
Gone. Lost in the sauce.
Well, unfortunate.
No.
Sounds like we might be able to, we
Right.
can hear you this time.
Yeah, I think he's coming
Okay.
back in.
Yeah, no. I don't know what happened there. Yeah, no. I mean, it's not a basement, so the new place is great.
Sick.
It's not a basement.
That's good.
It's that simple.
That's good. I'm happy for you. That's really awesome. I'll have to come by sometime.
Yeah, no, definitely. It's in Brighton though. You're not going to be able to park.
Oh.
Oh, is
So
the
you can park at
sunset
the.
is the Sunset Tap and Grill still in Brighton?
Not sure.
That's the place that has like 200 beers on tap or something like that.
Pretty nice.
It's a pretty cool place. If it's still there.
All right. So, what is it? D12. Wolfgang, I think, right?
4.
All right.
Guys, I got some sweet scratch and sniff stickers on my lap desk, and they still have some sniff.
I think the only thing that would make that more funny is let in with the scent or the sound of you like going, "Hey guys!"
Oh, yeah.
And
They
then
don't need
still
that
got
much.
some
The
sniff.
scent is that much. My Groot sticker still smells like mint. The Star
And
Lord
Groot
sticker has no
smells
smell.
like Groot.
Yeah.
I still got some scratch. They still got some
Brian,
sniff.
how on a scale of 1 to 10, how stoned are you right now?
Probably like a 0.5 TBH.
Oh,
I
that's
smoked a little
not bad.
while ago. I'm dry. I'm out. I gotta go to the
Oh
fucking.
damn.
But I'm still enjoying my scratch and sniffs. You don't have to have drugs to enjoy scratch and sniff stickers.
I don't know.
If that's not a PSA, I don't know.
I don't know what's happened so far, but okay.
Jesus Christ.
Things just rails. All right. On this day, there are. You know what? I'm just gonna take them because that's what would happen. So this one. Come on. Why is it not letting me? There we go.
Like I don't.
All right, Captain. I stole you.
Captain. Oh, shit.
You are in your quarters, and Torkel has made progress, and he comes to you and says, "All right, Captain. So here's what I think I know about this thing. There is a curse that you can there seems like something that is holding in a curse of some sort in this axe. It seems like there's some sort of presence or something in the axe. It doesn't seem incredibly powerful, but it's locked in with some powerful magic. What I can do is I can release. I figured out how to release this magic so you'll be free. It's just that whatever it was holding will then also be free. As I said, it doesn't seem very strong, but
the entity that's in this?
Something. There's some sort of entity or power or something in this that I can sense. Within this jail, prison, whatever. Magic stuckness.
Well, if it will let me use my hands again.
All right.
Definitely do.
So in that case, he's gonna start working on this, and that'll take like most of like this day for him to do this stuff. So.
All right. Well, it's worth it.
All right. Cool. All right. Bringing you back.
Evan's YouTube for this information tomorrow when he uploads.
Just gonna do a quick review, make sure there's no.
This is happening at time.
All right. So, metagamers. All right. So, we've got we already said we had some whatevers.
That's the stuff.
So it's a Kraken, right?
Shortly.
Or a crackhead.
Isn't that a restaurant?
Crackhead
Kraken
Kraken.
barrel?
He just starts shaking the ship. He's like, "Hey guys, you got any rocks?"
My name's
Kinda
Roxo
down
the
from the
Kraken,
place of
and I
rum.
love cocaine.
We'll do tentacle stuff for rocks.
Hey, Mr. Police Officer.
That's something Drax into.
One rock for a TJ.
Yeah, why not? I don't
Two
know.
rocks for a ZJ.
Yeah.
You know what I do, and I'm doing it.
That's making me
right.
laugh.
So, we've got everyone with their stuff. Harbor is.
Oh my god.
No. I can't do it there. I keep doing that.
You mean Captain's out of his quarters?
No. Captain is definitely not out of his quarters. Could I get perception checks from people?
Righto.
$23.
I got a 21.
22.
21.
All right.
Nice.
All of you see this thing that from a distance looks like dolphins swimming in the water.
I'd like to call out from the bow of the ship.
Is there, like, are they coming towards us? Or are they just out there?
No, they're just in the distance, just kind of swimming around. And, like, from what you guys are seeing, they seem like they're just dolphins swimming in the water over there.
Just plain old dolphins, nothing to see here.
Just plain old dolphins.
Yeah. They're dolphins.
Yeah, I'm kind of like, let's keep moving. Like, let's get to the secret pirate bar. Like, let's do this.
Yeah. Before my brother gets any sexual ideas, I agree with Hal.
Dolphins are the cows of the sea.
You know how deep a blowhole goes. You have no idea.
You know what? Right now, I'm gonna put it forward. That may be the line of the night, right there. Do you know how deep a blowhole goes? Way to set the bar really
We're only
early.
half hour in. So
Oh,
don't
Jesus.
Yeah, we still got time.
Done.
All right, so you guys move forward another day, and gonna be stealing Captain again real quick. All right, Captain. You, after all of this was done, Torkel does his stuff with you, and your hands start to kind of thaw out and become free. But the axe still feels like it's reaching out to you. Like it's got a connection with you in some way. You feel, I don't know if you would have had this, but attuned to it. And what you start hearing in your head is, hey, it's going to be a chill time working with you.
Oh my fucking god.
Nice to meet you.
Oh my god. He's gonna say, it's time to kick some ice, isn't he? All the time. This is fucking amazing. Good call.
Alright, cool. So, yeah. And we're going back.
Well, is there
That's a
anything else
different
that
hole.
happened?
That's a different hole. It's not the same.
As a kid I knew in college used to say, English kid, he's like, any hole's a goal.
That's
Like,
right.
that's not true. That's not true because there's plenty of holes that are not goals, like the nose or the ear or anything. Stop it. Gross.
Well,
I
the
can
armpit
say
we
things
found
right
out
now,
recently,
but-
too.
That's not a hole, TJ. That's a crevice. It's different.
Oh, they use
It's a crevasse.
Oh man.
Alright.
So you want us to roll, Kevin?
Yes, please.
Which dice?
D12s?
D12.
D12s.
Roll the
That would
hot
be a
four.
9.
That's a 10.
So wait, that was it, Kevin? There wasn't any more for that?
Oh, there will be.
I'm sure there will be. I didn't know if there was anything else.
Has the captain left his quarters?
So there's a little more to that, but just in terms of that for now, yes.
He has left his quarters?
I don't know.
Captain, have you left your quarters?
No.
No. Alright, I would like to roll a perception check for butt stuff while listening on the captain's quarters.
I mean, technically, would he hear a hand job?
I said butt stuff. That's what I'm rolling for, alright?
Okay.
I
very
specifically said.
That's all I'm listening for. I got a 15.
You,
Did I hear butt stuff? Yes or no?
Answer the question!
you don't think that you heard butt stuff?
Guys, it's okay. There's at least no butt stuff going on. That's all I listened for. I don't know anything else. Just
Hey,
that I didn't hear the
listen,
distinct sounds
we
of butt
may be
stuff.
evil, but we are accepting if you're also
Oh,
I mean,
All lifestyles.
There's no butt stuff, but there's probably some weird sounds happening.
That's
Yeah.
fine.
Oh, great.
And
The captain's slowly metamorphosing into something else. He's going to come out as a dolphin.
oh god, we thought that meant nothing.
But now
Turns
we
out it
know.
was actually a big curse if you didn't
Yeah, it was a
go over
dolphin curse.
Your captain.
If you happen to be a tiefling captain and you went by that group
Thanks
of
a
dolphins,
bunch, guys.
Now they're just thinking of all the times that I might have slightly acted like a dolphin. Like, has he been slowly turning
Wait
into
a
one?
second. I remember.
does anyone else remember every time he's chirped like a dolphin? I mean,
Remember
every
when he
day.
wore that hat and he wouldn't take it off? I
Remember when he had
suspect a blowhole.
that Miami Dolphin shirt and he wore it for a week?
Come on. No one does that.
I feel like
no one's a fan of the Miami Dolphins. He
You
wasn't
squish the
cold.
fish. You don't praise the fish. So, anyways, we rolled some d12s. What happens today?
Yeah, anyway, here's Wonderwall.
Ah, nice. Today also ended up being uneventful.
Wow.
So you move on.
I'm gonna grab a Bezo and see if my grinder has any weed left in it. So I'll be back in 2 seconds.
D12 before you go.
Okay.
Wait, are you still collecting for the day that we're on, or are we doing anything else?
Yeah, new day.
I rolled another fat 4.
I got a
I
4
rolled
as well.
12.
Oh, almost 12. 8.
That's double 4.
Oh my god!
Math facts!
All coming together.
Mathematical!
All right. So what? 4, 4, 8, and what else?
12.
Wow.
Oh my god.
It's like
so
if you
much.
added them
4.
together, kind of in
It's
some
like
ways.
the math gods themselves are telling us what to do.
You should have rolled a 16. That would have been better.
Yeah, I
It's
know. I'm
fine.
sorry, guys.
I don't think the math gods would have allowed that, but I'm gonna try to look into that for this roll.
Now, is Tom the player looking into that, or is Hal looking
No,
into
Hal,
that?
Hal is literally writing mathematical equations of utter nonsense on the inside of the crow's nest in bioluminescent like insect poop. And he's like, if I carry the 4 and subtract the 3, I could then get to this. Wait, is that
Kevin,
right?
can I do a perception check to see if the insect poop is leading Hal to act even more crazier than he normally is?
You
Yeah,
can't. You
absolutely.
can't see me. You can't see me.
Yeah, but he can. He can.
I might
make,
have tasted it.
If
Hal
it's
may have
high enough,
tasted it.
perception's all your senses.
I hear the
You know.
sound of someone scratching.
Yeah, no, that's a 14.
What are we perceiving?
Nothing.
I forgot to grab a beer. Wow, typical.
I'm gonna get a bizzo. See you later. Oops.
Specifically,
I got my
the thing I'm
grinder, I
doing.
tried, and I got my mouse pad, and I got everything except for my beer.
All right. Captain's still in his quarters, but
I swear to God, if he comes out and he,
Guys, how many
I
days
don't
has
know
this
if I'm gonna
been
be
that he's in the
excited.
quarters with Torkel?
Just one. Now
Just
I'm
one?
still just in my quarters
mean-
alone, and there's
Alright.
a sign that says "Do not disturb."
that's fine. I just wanted to. Yeah.
I'm
Wait, so
captaining
if he's in his
hard.
quarters alone, does that mean that I'm in charge because I'm second in command?
Oh, Christ. Christ on the cob.
Well,
I
I
mean, you
believe it
can't
would be
ask me
rack
today.
on the
There's
cob
a
at this
sign
point.
that says "Do not disturb."
That's
Just
it.
says
Yeah.
the door.
So wouldn't the Harbor, would you have told
wait.
Rack to take command while you're resting or doing whatever you're doing?
Oh,
Which
totally.
is not butt stuff, definitively.
Which is
Okay.
definitively not butt stuff.
That's some loud.
Okay.
So wait. How long has the captain been in his quarters now? Like 2 days straight?
Well, like he comes out and stuff.
This would be the third.
No. I mean, but in this stint, the captain has not come out. It seems like so. Like TJ,
Is it
how
the
long?
third?
Well, the next time we roll a D12, I think we're at 2 right now. Correct?
Yeah, it's been like
Yeah,
2
yeah.
or 3, I think. Yeah.
So I would like to ask 2 questions. One, TJ, do you think the captain's quarters has like a window? You know, like the classic pirate captain, like there's a window on the back of the boat that like they can look at the sea and where they've been, kind of thing.
He's gonna parkour his way over there.
I mean, I wasn't picturing one. I mean, if you really need to do something,
there is like a little window, so you can keep an eye out at least a little bit.
All right, so
So
I
yeah,
would
some
if
sort of.
if there is tonight before we do another D12 roll, unless something happens, I'd like to kind of like quietly come down from the crow's nest and sort of like peek my eye in there and be like, "What the hell's the captain doing in there?"
I was gonna say, I don't know. My parkour is not so good though. With
My
the
parkour is pretty hard. I parkour hard. Maybe not as hard as the captain's.
My parkour is pretty hard. Phrasing?
Are you paraphrasing? Are you
No
being
phrase.
literal?
That's accurate.
That's dead on.
How else do you
Dead on.
describe it?
Rack, so because Rack's been left in control and Hal's pretty much just been up in the crow's nest, would he notice that Hal's leaving the crow's nest and would he
Well, I'm
try
thinking nighttime stealth. Like I want to do this.
Yeah,
as
but you
quietly
still
as
have
possible.
someone in the crow's nest at night. That's what
Oh
the
yeah, no,
shifts are for.
I'm just saying, like I basically when it's super dark out, Hal just kind of wants to be like,
So
You should
and then-
describe. You should
I mean,
disguise
it
yourself
might be
as a
super
siren.
dark out, but I have night vision.
I'm gonna have you guys.
Everyone
make
has night vision except
opposing
me.
checks.
Okay.
So stealth versus perception.
Yeah, because it's something
Oh,
where
I'm
it's like if
fucked.
he's like, because I feel like in this situation, Rack would reasonably think about this, especially in the considering like what he's thinking in terms of like, hey, I want to do this because I'm like taking over like the responsibilities as number 2 right now.
I mean, like, I'm gonna tell you, right now, Kevin. If I see it, I'm just gonna go up to the crow's nest. I'm not gonna try and stop Hal from doing whatever the
Okay.
hell Hal wants to do.
Okay, yeah. So, but like, just in terms of in your situation, I'm thinking that it's like the reason this is fine is because like you're making sure that things are covered because you're just like making sure all aspects are covered. So,
and you're getting really tired of Hal just dropping his like piss and shit out of the crow's nest down on the deck for somebody to clean up because he's just up there being like, well, I gotta get rid of this.
Don't worry, I'll flog
so
the
yeah,
crew
then
in cleaning up your mess.
everyone notices that he isn't up there. Then
Yeah.
He hasn't dropped any shit down here for a while. You doing okay up there?
All right, so
22 stealth.
Yeah, I didn't beat that. I rolled a 7.
So yeah, no one's in the crow's nest currently.
But he doesn't know that.
But
right?
no one knows. Yeah, because he would have.
Jesus Christ! What about Umrar? He's tall.
Yes, he is.
Would he have? Okay.
Would Umrar even care?
Like he would care that you aren't doing what you're supposed to.
Yeah, I guess. Sure.
Because he already got a bad taste in his mouth from like the first time you guys talked. And he's just like, what?
Oh, that's right.
That's
right.
Yeah, you kind of threatened to kill him.
I did,
Hal's
but there was a reason.
as we call it.
We're just gonna 1v1 him. That's it. That's fine.
I also want to
set
say
it
that
up.
that's something I want to delve into at some point is Hal's charm because that's so stupid. It's so stupid.
I want like a background.
I
Kind
do
of
have a
intimidates
problem with
someone
Hal.
while
Better
trying to
charisma
make
than I
friends
do
with them
intelligence.
and leaving everyone generally confused. It's a
Yeah, that's
wisdom
true.
or intelligence saving check, depending on how confusing he's being.
That's my charisma. Yep. Okay, so basically, I just want to quietly sneak over and then try to lean over the top edge and look through the window and see if the captain is turning into a dolphin or maybe a porpoise or an orca even.
Okay, so as long as it's some sort of sea mammal. Okay.
Yes.
Oh, it's a shark.
Well, I mean,
Fuck.
if he's turned into a kraken, shit. But okay.
All right, so if he's like doing all this stuff and there's like he can hang from the ledge from his feet, but like is he able to do that? I know Hal's a pretty nimble guy, but
I'm imagining it kind of like Assassin's Creed, where he's like jumping all over the boat and stuff, climbing down. And
Yeah, there's always a ledge to hold on to.
And wait, I just want to say that if I'm allowed to do this, and I might not get anything out of it, my plan was to immediately come back up and, depending upon what I've seen, either walk directly by Rack and tap him on the shoulder and be like, I'm going to go back up to the crow's nest right now. And you're just like, what the fuck? Like, where did you come from? Or I'm going to look at Rack and be like, we need to talk immediately. So that's what my thought process is.
All right, so give
Hal
me...
might be crazy, but at least he respects the chain of command.
Does he? I mean,
as he's spying on the captain.
I mean, the way I see it is Hal's. So tell me if I'm wrong, Tom, but the way that Hal's fought throughout the entire time I've been playing with you, with Hal, he always has a reason for doing things. That's justifiable for him, but when it comes to the captain, it's very much, he wants to make sure that the captain's not dead because, he wants to kill the captain.
I don't like, so I think that you probably are as close to the mark as you could be with that statement.
All right. Because
I feel like, oh, sorry, go on.
Because he challenges authority, but he never when he gets told that he's out of line, he backs down and he so.
Well, so Hal's a crazy person, but he's also a crazy person that there's a lot of shit we've been getting into that without the aid and support of everybody in this group, we would individually be totally fucked. So I mean, like he does not like not recognize that would be like chaotic.
Yeah.
No, I don't want to say a lawful, but he's definitely like he's an evil character, but he's an evil character that realizes that if he wants to, survive to his next birthday, he's got to work with the people around him, make sure that A, they help him, and B, he helps them when he can. So, or when he can, or when he does. So,
I feel like Hal started as chaotic evil, and he's slowly like turning into like a neutral evil kind of guy.
oh, that's the +2 charisma talking. Like that's
Yeah.
me making sure you never know where I'm standing. That's all.
Yeah, that's not gonna work because my charisma is +4, and I can see if you're deceiving. Unless you roll a nat 20 and I don't roll a nat 20, my deception checks are +8.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not saying you probably can't see through it. I'm just saying Hal purposely acts ridiculous because he wants to make sure no one knows where he's coming from at any given point.
Yeah, I just like to say like Rack as a character can see through Hal's shit when he's trying to be charismatic.
Which is
say.
something like if like just for character building, I would say that that's one of the reasons why after the whole like burning down the cheese shop episode happened, like Hal kind of recognizes not only like the power that you have, but also that like don't bullshit a bullshitter, right? Like
no, like he's not gonna call you out on your shit unless it's like actually causing problems.
Yeah, and Hal can see that. Like Hal's not intelligent, but he's fucking wise as fuck. So he's like, I'm not gonna cross that stream unless I have to.
Yeah. All right. Back to spying on the captain.
So perception check, Kevin.
Acrobatics, just to make sure.
Okay. Yep. No problem. Does 25 work?
Yep.
+5 if you yell out parkour as you're doing it.
Minus stealth.
I minus stealth, but definite bonus points. All right, perception check. That was a natural 20 for a 28.
Damn.
For a stealth roll?
No. Stealth roll was a 25. 20. I don't know what it was. 20 something.
20
and
22.
Yep. And then no, stealth was a 22. Acrobatics was a 25. Perception was a natural 20 for a 28.
All right, so you see the captain in his quarters.
Camis.
Yeah, I don't know exactly what he's doing at the moment.
Dude, I just got my hands back.
Yeah. So that's something.
Do you mean like your hands are no longer grafted to the weapon kind of thing?
Yeah.
So you're just running around touching everything.
So Harbor's touching himself.
Spending some alone time with yourself. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can interpret that any way you want to, but Hal sees it all. He thinks it's redder than he thought.
And with such a good perception, as good as you can get, that image is burned in there.
So Hal.
He forgets many things, but he won't forget this.
like Hal straight up like Spider-Man just sort of goes back up on deck and walks up behind Rack and taps him on the shoulder, just super quietly, super stealth. And as you turn around, this like Hal is standing right there, and he just goes, "I wouldn't bother the captain." And then he just goes back up to the crow's nest.
Can I do a perception check? Because I'm thinking like Hal looks like horrified.
I wouldn't. No. Wait. It takes a lot to horrify Hal.
And then with your intelligence, you're like, "Is he a dolphin?"
Does he mean he's a dolphin?
That would be an insight check.
Insight? All right. That's still +5. I'm okay with that. That would be a 24.
So you,
Ooh-wee.
like, I don't want to say like anything where I'm taking anything away from you guys, but you definitely notice that Hal is there's something that like
he's something he shouldn't
very
have.
well, but with the 24, you notice that he got affected, and you are fucking shocked at that because it's Hal. He's usually the one who's affecting everyone around him like the nails on chalkboard that he is.
TJ,
personified.
this is the softer Barug entrance, is what this is. That's
All
what
right,
that
so
was.
I
I
think
mean, at
what
least I'm
I
in
think
private.
Like,
That's
what
what I mean.
Rex.
You're not by a lake in the middle of. Yeah.
I think he like it's kind of as Hal comes up and taps you on the shoulder. You're like, "What the fuck? I thought you were okay." But like he kind of like just slowly goes by. He's like, "You can you should leave the captain alone." And like goes up slowly, and you're like,
All right.
"All right, nothing was, let's say, wrong, but something was weird there." But
Yeah. All right. So Rank's gonna see this. He's gonna ask Omar to lift him up to the crow's nest, and he's gonna tell Hal, go hang out with my brother. Take the night off. You look like you need it.
Don't touch my bug. Actually, you know what? Get in the meal pouch here. And he like puts. You see him immediately, like he was talking to the bugs, and he's like, "Get in, get in, get in." And there's just like glow in the dark bug poop written in weird numbers all over the inside.
Yeah,
of
I
the crow's
immediately
nest.
cast mending to get rid of all this mess.
No, my math. Ah.
Before I
By the
even
way,
get
Kevin,
into the crow's nest.
I'm guessing right now. I have like 8 days of bug poop
yeah,
collected.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
don't
before
know.
I even go into the crow's nest, mending.
So, now is the I don't know.
There's
if
still the
mending
scent.
will
There's
do
still the
anything.
scent of poop. There's still the scent of poop.
Because mending is like for fixing stuff, right?
Yeah.
Oh wait,
Well,
can you use it for cleaning?
I
thought there
I
was
would-
something
I would
that
wager-
was a
I
cantrip
would
that
wager-
could clean like an area.
Prestidigitation will clean.
Oh, was that the one?
Oh, damn it.
Yeah, mending
Okay.
is like if like you've got something that like broke, like a string or like a rope
Well-
or something, you can use that. I think.
Well, I mean, if something's broken in the crow's nest, technically mending makes it new. So would that also get rid of the mess?
So technically speaking, there should not be any kind of poop or feces in the crow's nest, but there's a
Yeah.
lot
No,
right
he's-
now.
Well, but
That's
you've been
prestidigitation.
collecting it, right? Like in vials, like, or have you been?
No, I'm
has
talking
it
about.
been? Has it just been pooping all around and you've been collecting it after it does?
Yeah, and then whatever
Okay.
I collect it with my hand, and then I write on the walls with it.
All right. Well, then,
Okay. So you
Rex
can.
gonna see
So
this
you'd
mess.
be able to fix the numbers on the walls so that those are gone, but there's still the poop.
Yeah. Okay. So,
Well,
so
hold
Rex
on.
gonna
But
see
the thing to
this.
remember about the glow in the dark poop is, and I think I asked this question when we first encountered these bugs, was that nothing smelled bad. So as long as Hal has been throwing his poop in a bucket over the side for somebody else to like swab up, it doesn't smell bad. There's just bioluminescent poop scrawls on the walls. That's all.
Okay.
Yeah. Either way, Rex gonna see this, and he's gonna look at
Get me a
Winrar,
mop.
and he's gonna be like, so you're technically taller than this crow's nest. Cool if I just hang out on your shoulder and we can talk shit?
Is he?
No.
Is that like no?
No,
the
well,
crow's nest higher
The
than
crow's
that.
Well-
nest is 30 feet up.
Oh, all right. I don't know.
Still
I
pretty
don't
far
wanna-
though.
Yeah.
That's a reasonable crow's nest.
All right. So I guess
I mean, I don't know. If you have fire, you could always burn it and then fix it.
Burn the crow's nest.
No.
Oh my God, you're right. You're right. You're right. So I'm gonna cast.
Oh no.
This is the worst idea. Oh.
I'm gonna cast Ray of Frost on the crow's nest.
Okay. Hal,
I'm
are you
freezing
still
the
up there?
No, he said you have the night off, so I jumped down.
Okay, I just didn't know if you were like gathering all the like vials and stuff that you
Oh,
have or
no,
whatever.
okay,
It's
so
just
what-
like,
so-
oh
so-
no, because I
No,
assume
so
he
my-
starts
yeah, my
just
thought is that,
casting
like,
immediately as he sees this stuff.
No, my thought is that like as far as the poop gathering, I've been doing that like every night while I'm up there. Like grab the poop, put it in the vial. It's on my fingers. I write on the walls and try to mathematically figure out how the captain's turning into a dolphin, and then which is just utter drivel.
So
on
is the
walls.
poop in a vial? Is
Yes,
what I'm
yes.
wondering.
The main
Well,
amount
then
of
I'm
the
just
poop
gonna
is in a
cast
vial.
mending to get rid of all the math.
Okay.
As long as it's not physically
Wait,
on.
As long as I'm not reminded of it, it's not.
Yeah,
As
a
wait.
long as
I
I'm
just want
not
to say
stepping
that
in
now
shit.
is the best line of it. I'm casting mending to get rid of the math. Okay, that's great.
As long as I'm not stepping in shit, I'm fine.
Oh yeah, no. There is one corner that there might be that's the pooping corner. You might not want to go there, but other than that, everything's fine.
Well, I mean, so what I'm gonna do with that, with the pooping corner, is I'm gonna cast Ray of Frost, freeze it,
Freeze that poop.
and throw it at Drax's head.
The poop?
The frozen poop.
All right.
Wow.
It's
Glowing
like
bug
the
poop?
worst ice snowball ever.
That's messed up.
All right. I need. That's probably an improvised weapon, right?
Oh my god, this is so dumb.
I need an athletics check. And a. You know, yeah, I think I need an athletics check because it's far away for you. So,
That's all right.
so throw that out there.
Nat 20! Nat
Nice.
20!
Nice.
I guess you rolled a hit using your strength as
Nope.
a modifier.
He just nailed it.
Oh.
I'll just give it to him.
This is
All
ice brick of poop hits you in the back of the head.
So, Drac, all of the sudden, you're enjoying the night, just looking out into the sea. You can't see it, anything, because it's dark now. The one thing that you could see had you been looking, is a kind of glowing, almost like a glow stick, but it's made of ice as it comes flying at your head.
I like to think I didn't see it coming at all, and I'm just looking forward, and then it hits me, and I'm just covered in this stuff.
Well, I don't think there's like enough where it's like an egg or anything like that. It hits you, and yeah, you didn't see it coming. You were looking out forward, but you would have been able to see it. So it hits you, and then it lands right here, and it's just kind of like an icicle glow stick.
Am I like glowing? Did it like break and I'm covered in glowing?
No. It's still encased in ice, and it's still just glowing, like kind of right by your feet.
Can it have gotten on me a little bit?
Kevin, would this count as an unarmed strike? It doesn't matter. My unarmed strike is 0, so it wouldn't do any damage.
I'm just improvised weapon, and then fortunately you took the math out by getting a 20. So
There you go.
it's like, all right, cool. That one we can allow. So yeah, there's kind of like an ice glow stick at your feet.
I'm just gonna say, maybe I don't even notice the glow stick, but I notice glowing, and I'm just gonna say, is this what night vision is? Do I have it now? What's happened? And I just see everything's glowing, but I'm like, oh, and it's like that green, like infrared light look. I'm just like, oh, this is it. I got the fucking night vision.
I thought he got night
And then he
vision
just walks
from
off the edge
Scroll.
of the boat. He just
He
walks off the
did,
edge.
but
I think I only had it
for
temporarily.
a period of time. Yeah.
Yeah, temporary.
I think I had.
So yeah, he's
he
had
knows
it
what
before,
night
so he
vision looks
knows.
like.
Then this is exactly what it looks like.
So if
Okay.
if you pick that up, you can see like that much around you,
Perfect.
and you're just like,
Perfect.
I can see everything.
I can see everything now. I like to think I stumble pretty often. I'm just gonna keep walking around and enjoying the night vision.
Kevin, I have a quick question.
Yep.
Who has been plotting our course? Is the captain telling us where to go, basically?
Yeah, the captain kind of told the crew. This guy here has been running has been steering. And
The only reason I ask is, and I'm not saying that you steered us wrong or whatever, is I have navigator's tools that, because of like my other abilities, really do nothing for me as far as perception checks or survival checks. So I'm happy to give those tools, which is like a sextant to, like, chart the course by the stars, a compass, yada yada yada. Like, I'm happy to give those either to the captain or to some crew member if that would like help us make sure we don't get lost, kind of thing.
Okay. Yeah. I'll still say that they're, yours and in your inventory because this guy has stuff and everything like that. So
Okay, all right. I just all of a sudden I'm like, if we could have halved the amount of time it took to get to this place because I had this shit and I didn't tell somebody, I want to do that right now. But
Right.
okay.
So Hal and Drac, you guys have the night off.
Oh yeah, let's switch places, Hal.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. Hal, I think Hal will not go below deck or anywhere near the captain's quarters, and is probably gonna. You know how like in movies when you see a ship, there's like that netting that goes from like the fore of the ship off to like the side that like runs kind of like along the side, like right
Yep.
here, like almost like a hammock.
Yep.
I think Hack. I think Hal would like to go up there and like if that's there, just like sleep there tonight.
Okay.
So
I feel like that's what you guys should have had as a name, but that's all right. Hack. Hal
Can you roll
and
sleep well?
So just a quick
Just
question
so
for
he can
Tom.
get fucking cleansed.
You didn't tell me that the captain had his hand back, right?
I did not. I just said
Okay,
leave
because
the- I just
Wolfgang
said
the
leave the
player,
captain alone.
because Wolfgang the player remembers that Armor's memory loss curse was linked to the captain's hands being encased in ice. So
Yep.
that's why. I'm just
Shit.
wondering.
Yeah, nothing. You haven't
Good memory,
seen,
kid.
I didn't.
any
I did not
change.
share that.
Okay, cool.
I think.
All right.
just
Well,
for,
I guess I'm just up here for the night. Speaking
Kevin,
with
I'm just
my
gonna put
best
myself in
friend.
this square if that's cool.
Okay. All right. So in that case, does anyone have anything else?
I'm just gonna walk around and enjoy my glowstone, my night vision.
Absolutely. That's what
As
I
it
figured.
melts and
Yeah, as it melts into bug shit on my hands.
doesn't even realize. He thinks it's he.
And
So
you just
so
see-
Brian, correct me if I'm wrong,
Mm-hmm.
but I would think that Drac would think that this was like a shooting star.
Yeah, he absolutely would. This is space magic. Yeah, it's space magic. But I like to think you can see like all the places he scratches himself too, like they're just glowing.
And he like and he's like
A
my brother
residue.
thinks he's so great with his magic. I have magic too now.
Yeah. I got the light magic in my eyeballs.
So,
I got the light
All right.
magic in the eyeballs.
so I imagine it becomes a question of you gotta pick like maybe
Brother,
like
you ever seen
3 to
magic
5
like this
places
before?
where Drac's body is glowing.
There's definitely like you can see a little bit like in his belt buckle, like just you can tell he just was reaching down there.
Right.
Maybe some coming out of his nose, like behind his eye,
Wait, hold
And,
on,
like,
hold
all
on. I was
over
gonna
his
say,
hand.
wait. I just wanted to say, crotch,
And his butt.
nose, and butt. I
Yeah.
nailed it.
Yeah,
Nailed it.
typical, right? That's about it.
Right.
Yeah. Left armpit for some reason.
Yeah, something
Left
like that.
armpit.
Whatever. There was a fly. I don't know.
Oh my god! Tomorrow we meet with like some.
And just all over his hands, and then you like look around like,
all over you.
and then you like look around the galley, and you see like all the plates are glowing and shit, and all the cups are glowing, and you're like, oh fuck no.
He touched everything.
Kevin, can Rex see this from the crow's nest?
Yes.
He's laughing his ass off.
Oh yeah, all right. It was my night to clean. All right, I'll do the kitchen.
No. You're up in the crow's nest going. I don't have enough fucking ice to take care of this shit.
All of a sudden, it's just like, okay, maybe Hal's on to something.
Oh,
I might have to. I might have to get some of these vials from Hal.
I will never tell Hal that he was right.
Can-
But God damn
Coolest
it,
bug
this is a good
ever.
idea.
Is there a way to cast
This is
unmending?
great for.
I just can't like I
Well,
can't
no,
wait
I don't. I don't. I didn't mend the
Dude,
math.
Oh,
I'm
right.
just saying,
It
like,
was just ray of
I
frost.
just
if we
froze
found
the,
somebody that we
You
wanted to
allowed
follow,
the science to continue.
Yeah.
if we wanted to like to follow somebody and know what door they went in, we could literally like bump into them, smear it on their hand or their boots, and then come back at night and be like, which way did they go? And then just follow it and
Rack's
see what happens.
definitely thinking like this species could definitely be useful, but he's also thinking disease and stuff, so we got to be careful with it.
Oh, Hal doesn't give a shit about that.
Also,
Yeah.
Hal is aware that while that sort of stuff is a good idea, and I love that kind of thinking, this is definitely stuff that is visible during the day as well. It's a
Well, that's why
bright
I'm saying,
yellow
like, smear it
liquid,
on
so
their foot or something.
it's not
but
like
yeah.
it's invisible ink or something where it's like in the darkness or like a glow in the dark sort of thing where it's like in the light you don't see it, but at night it glows. I like I said, I really like that thinking with it, but it would be visible during the day.
Oh, without a doubt. I'm saying like literally I would have like Drac knock somebody over, and as I go to help them up, I'd be like, "Oh, I smashed a vial on your foot because I tripped on you too," or something like that, you know. And then that night, come back and be like, "Which way did they go?" Like because
Okay.
they're staying in the same inn we're in, or something. Like I'm not like we can track them across continents. Like no, that's not my thing. Like
I will be right back, guys.
Okay.
But yeah, so Kevin,
Go
I'm
for it.
excited about this idea, but I'm also like, I know that this is going to be limited at best. Like if we were playing in a current scenario, I would try to devise a way that I could smear this on someone's hand so they punch in a keypad. I'd be like, oh, those are the keys they did. Booyaka.
Yep. But again,
that's-
with that, as they're punching it in, they will see the stuff that.
Oh, that's why I have Drac try to kill them, so they have to punch it in to get in the panic room. And then I'm like, we could come in the panic room and do butt stuff to you, or you could just tell us where your shit is. I know what the code is. Is it 37952? How did I know that?
What if they press a number 3 times?
That's when
That
Hal
almost
gets
would make
really
it worse,
mad.
or twice.
That's when Hal gets really mad and says, "Who has explosives?"
Or if you
Let's
just
do this.
smear it on all of the buttons.
Well, here's the thing. If
32222.
you as the DM are going to come up with whatever way you can to get out of my stupidity.
No, I
I
love this stuff. I'm loving
But
these
at
ideas.
the same rate, I'm still hoping to somehow capture, figure out, bribe, or murder somebody into making me a lava arrow. So that if somebody does that to the keypad, I'm just going to start firing lava arrows into the side of this supposed.
You just gotta
panic
open
room
with lava arrows.
until it opens, and then I'm going to be like, so we tried to do this easy, and I am going to kill you, and your options are tell me things and I'll kill you quick, or don't tell me things and I'll kill you slow until you tell me. What would you like to do? And that's Hal's thinking.
I do like that everything has a keypad, and
Unless they seem useful, and then we try to recruit them.
and the other thing is
No one's more useful than Carl.
you're gonna try and murder your way into lava arrows somehow.
Pretty much. I mean, like, I don't think that there's another
I
way
don't
to do it.
know
Like,
what that
Hal,
means.
Hal
but
really feels that
that's the
lava
plan.
arrows are a thing, and that they're a secret that only the Illuminati have. And so the only way he's
Look,
going to get
I've
in
stabbed
with
you.
his
Do
the
you
only
have
way he's
lava
gonna get
arrows
in-
to give me from your corpse? You don't? Next murder.
That's what I'm saying. Like, he
Next
just
body,
sees-
please.
He just sees the concept as if he kills enough Illuminati, someone will say, "Stop killing us. Here's a lava arrow," and he goes, "Great, awesome, mission solved."
Jesus.
Wait. Before anybody judges
This
us
is like-
hard, we
Stop
walked
killing
through this
us.
game knowing
Here's
we're
lava
fucking
arrows.
evil characters. So don't judge me too hard.
So I'm just gonna say this is the ridiculousness that happened in this last half hour like by far is on par with our shenanigans in that first night in Bernard. Just saying.
Yeah, that was a great day.
That was a great day. Like honestly, I really felt that. Like I actually felt a little hurt when Rack and Hal like kind of like deviated as they were working their way through like the dungeon and everything, and Rack was kind of like, "Well, that's not what we're doing. We're not doing that." And Hal was kind of like, "Aw, I thought we bonded over burning cheese shops. What happened?"
Yeah, no. See. So you weren't there when I was talking with the captain. Rack's all for fun games and burning shit, but when it's a mission and it's life or death, he gets very in the zone. Let's get through this. I'm
Alive.
not dealing with bullshit.
So Rack is mission
Um,
first, fun
he's a very
second,
neutral.
and
He's a
Hal is
very
like
neutral character.
whatever.
Yeah, he's a very neutral character, so it's like my life is on the line. I'm obviously the weakest in hit points and strength, so I'm looking out for me first and making sure that the mission is done when it comes to like doing serious shit. But when we have time off, he's definitely like, yeah, let's go dick around.
All right, cool. And then all of a sudden, like clearly this isn't a conversation happening, but like maybe you say that to like Wimrar or whatever, like but in common, and like Hal's in that nest, and he just all of a sudden has a flashback to the captain in his quarters, and he's like, "Dick off, ugh, gross." Ugh.
Yeah, because I imagine Rack and Winrar just talking about how about the about his brother and the flying poop and just like laughing. And I would think that and Kevin, you'd know more about this because you're technically Winrar right now, but Winrar, I would think that Winrar is surprised because when he met Rack in the dungeon, he was very like, get the job done, and he sees him dicking around, and he's just kind of surprised, and that's how that conversation happened.
What was the thing that that you were saying to him to convince him that like you guys were cool? I forget what you said to him.
Oh shit! I basically laid down my life and my brother's. I swore my life that he would not be sealed again.
There was something else
Yeah, you
too, I
did.
thought, though.
Well, I know that I did a. Oh, we were both on fire,
Oh yeah,
and we bonded over that.
Right. I was like, there was something like weird happening, and it's like, all right.
And then I noticed that he kept not being able to forget, and I did the Arcana on him and found out that he was basically cursed to forget his memories, and I explained this to him and crew.
Yeah. All right. Cool. Yes. So.
And that's how me and Winrar became best friends.
Yes. And so now, again, now that he's, he's still not loving the situation in terms of the ship.
Yeah.
He kind of, he's cool with getting off as soon as possible.
What about all the scrolls he promised us? I want scrolls, god damn it.
That's not Umrar.
I was
that's
just gonna
right.
say that.
That's the other one.
Well, come on. This is Drac we're talking about.
Torkel has been working
I still want my scrolls.
With the captain for...
I'm the one that has to cast them.
Whatever. We all have our parts to play. I'll do my best to cast them if you show me how. I'll try to cast the shit out of them.
Brother, you don't have magic.
He doesn't know that.
No. I'm saying that
I remember my times in Magic High School. You can't tell me. You can't take those magical days away from me.
Okay. I don't even. I'm pretty sure we left. We fled from our crazy family before high school. But okay, sure, whatever.
Only
Magic High School.
only pretty sure though. That's just okay. I don't know. I
Yeah,
like them
well,
I
odds.
mean,
the anime
I think I
episode's
would
gonna retcon all
remember when
that.
we
So
murdered our father. But okay,
Sorry, this might
that's
have to
fine.
do with me and my gaslighting of him. I don't know.
again,
All right, so Kevin,
all
you
of
want
this will
to
be explained in the anime high school episode where
Yes,
the
yes.
the father question will be answered and confused,
It's
leaving
me.
more questions at the end than we started with.
Oh my god, the captain goes, me.
Once again, then we find out I'm gaslighting both of them. It just keeps getting thicker. I don't know.
No, TJ, that's the most amazing. That's amazing. That's amazing.
Wait, how do you explain yourself out of this? Just gaslighting, just every time.
That's every time.
Wait, what was the main bad guy in Bleach that just kept showing up and it was like, oh, do you not know how that happened? Let me explain in the most ridiculous way possible because I have that as my ability. Senzen or whatever his name was.
Eisen?
Eisen. That was
He
it.
was the
Yeah.
main bad guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're just Eisen, and you've just been setting this up the whole time.
I don't want to spoil it too much.
All right, so
everyone
I know
has seen my sword.
I know I sent you the message the discussion that me and Brian. I know I sent that to you, Kevin, but I don't know if Hal and the captain know.
I mean, if now would be a perfect time if you
Yeah, no. You're right.
because like you've had time,
So
so this is like
yeah,
A plus.
we've like I see that Drac finally has a friend that isn't me, and I feel like
Oh
okay,
my.
these guys are trustworthy.
Right.
So basically, Drac and I are twin brothers.
That's right.
It's
Yeah,
story time.
same
Is the captain here for this?
same. Yeah, is the captain here for this? Do we know that the captain has his arms back?
Wait, is this the next day?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This can be the next day.
Oh.
It's just kind of middle of a period of time that like
Does
there's
Does
been
Hal
time
look
to
well
discuss.
rested? Does Hal look well rested, or did he take a point of exhaustion?
Hal had a rough night.
Psychic
Hal
attack.
just kept going back to a series of images that he's like, God damn it, stop going to my head.
This is one of my
Can't
only.
look the captain in the eye.
So
This
so
is
he
one of my
doesn't-
only
he doesn't
chances to feel
exactly
psychic
look well
damage.
rested.
Okay, I'll tell you what. Roll a d4, and that's what Hal takes for psychic damage.
You can roll it. Just hit yourself. How much pain
Yeah,
do you
'cause
inflict on
Because
you?
I got a 4.
Oh, okay.
glad
I
it was
will, I'll
four.
take it. I'll take it. I'm going to deduct 4 points, and like he's just like, God damn it, Captain.
When I come out, every time we make direct eye contact, it's another D4.
He's just like, God damn it.
Oh man.
Like I think after the second time, he's like, I'm going back to the business. Get out of here, rat.
Wait, we were trying to tell you something.
I
Fuck.
don't care. I don't care.
Well,
You're
no,
ruining
I mean, like,
story time.
I mean, it's like, eventually I would imagine that,
The brothers
especially
have a
Hal
stage.
would start
Yeah.
asking questions. So, like, so essentially, our father was a crazy nobleman who wanted to build an army of different races, and he thought, what better army than family? So he consecutively bred with different races to have an army of children. Think
The only
One Piece,
thing
the win.
the only thing that would make this better is if Hal was an old man and we realized it was Hal, then your dad was Hal.
Well. That's the thing. So the reason why we're pirates is because he our father like ate Drax's mother, the cow, in front of him, and so we murdered him because we're twin brothers.
Single
We're
tear
born on
from
the same
drop.
day.
Single tear goes from my eye. Just one.
Just one. It glistens.
I then sigh and then I say, "Are you ready for the truth?"
Yeah. No.
My
Yeah.
God.
I can explain all of this.
No.
All right. Yeah. No. You can try to deceive me.
Oh my God, wait. I just want to say this. Before you say this, TJ, I'm giving you an out. Later on, I need you to make the episode where you go, remember how I told you I explained everything? I didn't, because I wanted to spare your feelings.
Oh, I'm stealing that from every movie ever made.
Basically, Rack's very protective of his little brother, but he's also, he knows that his brother's an idiot.
I like to think that we're just, I say that and you immediately reject it, and we start like fighting with lightsabers and stuff, and then eventually,
I wanna.
I have the high ground.
hold on, and then eventually, both you and Drac are at the end of like this pillar at like a very high up fucking crow's nest, and I'm like, search your feelings to be true, and it just turns into like the robot chicken episode, where I have like a cup of coffee and you guys are asking me like, okay, this is just ridiculous at this point.
You know what?
Yeah.
If you're not going to take this serious, I'm out of here.
Yeah, the Empire will be destroyed by Ewoks. And you're like, all right, fuck you.
No.
That was a great episode.
If Harbor was trying to gaslight me like that, I'd want to pose deception.
Well,
charts
I
for
could
that.
I could explain it roleplay
Hold
wise.
on.
I don't know.
Hold
how
on, Rack.
much-
Let's hear him out. I don't know. I think he knows something.
No,
He's been in
brother,
that
I think
room.
he knows something.
He's been stuck in that room with fucking
would be-
Holdor. I don't
it
know.
would-
He's got something.
Wait. This whole thing's going on, and Hal is still in the hammock, just like caressing the bug in the case, going, "No, Johnny, it's okay. It's okay. We don't have to listen to the bad man. We don't have to listen to the bad man."
I mean,
Don't make direct eye contact.
it would be deception versus insight, so it wouldn't be like deception versus deception. But
Yeah.
I'm not good with either of those anyway.
Yeah.
But if the story's
I'm
good
good
enough,
with
I'll
both
take
of
any
those.
bonus. I'll take any bonuses. But if I'm gonna all right, you started by saying your father wanted to make a lot of different races, right? So he
Army of
created
races,
lots of
yeah.
different races. Well, see, the
Yeah.
thing is, I'm a pirate, and I go from port to port, and I just do that, willy nilly anyway. So that just happens to be the case. See, there's
Wait,
the
and
coincidence.
at the phrase,
What are you getting
Hal
at?
like shudders. He's like, "Oh."
I mean, yeah.
He's
That's more psychic. than
D4.
you, dude. I'm sorry we're doing the anime episode now, Kevin. It's just happened. It's all coming out. I'm just sitting there and I'm revealing myself as the villain now. Hal's constantly taking damage by every picture
He's just like,
I display. So I explained that I'm like, so I wasn't actually trying to do anything there. It's just something that I do. You guys became
Hal's
pirates.
making death saving.
You guys, you guys became pirates because you were actually looking up to your old man. You don't remember it though.
No.
What else?
No.
You,
Rack, this is good news for you
I
because
pull
that
out of
means
my-
you're the
my,
protagonist.
how do you think that your twin
sorry.
brother is a minotaur? He has hell DNA. You're
Oh, brother,
it's all coming
Rack.
together.
Oh my god.
And I ate Drax's
he's
mother.
muted
It was just
too.
a hamburger, but he was so traumatized by it that he thought I ate a whole cow. It's
my
just-
door. It's all flooding back to
That's
me.
why.
I pull out of my sack a mummified actual father's head. So then, how do you explain this guy?
I left him behind as a keepsake for you guys. He was one of my first kills. I
Yeah.
brought
Okay.
That was actually a cuddling toy for Drac.
Except
God.
and, 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 and like I pull up my dagger. This is the knife I used to cut his head off. So and the blood's still on it
Oh,
because I'm a sorcerer. I don't use knives.
I then just open my arms and I just slowly start to bend my fingertips back and invite you in for a hug. I'm like, just don't reject it. Don't do that. Come on.
I'm gonna say
I like to think I just
I-
jump
I'm
in and
gonna-
give him
I'm
a hug
gonna-
and say, "Daddy,
Yeah, like Doctor Evil. Just
come on."
I feel like Rack would know that Harbor's bullshitting us, but he's loving that it's fucking with his brother. So like he's gonna whisper to
He's
Harbor,
super torn.
"I know you're full of
this
shit.
isn't gonna
I
end
know
well
you're
with
full
you.
of
You're gonna be balding like Scott and running away. Everyone else turns good, and you're the only one still mad. You're like, I know he's not my real dad.
No, let me finish.
Okay.
And like,
All right.
and if you'd like me to try to persuade you, so I know you're full of shit, but I'm really loving that you're fucking with my brother right now. So I'm gonna roll with it for now.
I got no more references, so that's it.
That's all you need. That's all it takes, Daddy.
Not until the next anime episode. That's it.
That's
Yeah.
all it takes, Father.
I need a full write up of the backstory, and
um,
I'll work on a full retort and explanation
So-
of everything.
The last thing you say is, please
Kevin.
call me Eisen.
I'm wondering, Rack, would you then at some other point throughout this journey address just either the captain or the captain and Hal, or just Hal, to try and tell that story?
Oh man.
Hal listen to all of this.
Allowing
Wait,
Drac
Just
to
make
be
them
like,
say the story again.
like if
No,
you
no.
wanted to tell him like what your story was, but
Oh,
still
that
mess
it's
with Drac.
that it's what he said, that he's really my father and he was eating a hamburger and I repressed my memories.
Well, like
That's
if,
what I remember it as.
if you currently like remember that, and I'm saying if Rack was going to go and like not include you on this stuff, you know, if he was gonna be
So like Rack didn't repress any of this because like his
No.
his loyalties to his brother. So
No,
your
I don't
ideas
feel
are
like
your
Rack
ideas
would be
are right.
deceived by this.
you
I'm not
weren't
saying
tricked
you
by
are.
this. Drac was.
I'm just saying
so
Drac.
would you want to mess
It's
with
too
him by
dumb.
not including him in the real story? But would you want to tell Hal and the captain?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's definitely
There we
something
go.
Rack would do.
Both of them?
Well, maybe not Hal because Hal and he'd tell both of them, but I think he'd tell both of them separately.
Okay.
Just because he knows that Hal and Drac are kind of best friends, but Hal and Rack also have a relationship, and I think Hal would respect Rack for messing with his brother, because I feel like if Hal had a brother, that's exactly what he would do if he wasn't stabbing him.
Right. But probably stabbing him.
Yeah, probably.
Ducker stab. Ducker stab.
All right. So, would you like to? Do you want to play it like this? You can just tell them, and then if they have any questions for you, we'll treat it as no one's actually interacting. You guys are all interacting separately, but we'll all just stay here for this.
Yeah. And Brian, as the player, you can fill me in if there are some gaps, because I believe that's what we were talking about. Basically, we killed our father, and that's why.
I know
we
that was
hired-
pretty much it. I think that was the backstory. Yeah.
Yeah, and we
I don't
think
think
we're
there was
twins
too much
because we're
else to
just
it.
so dumb that we don't realize.
But you're older than me. What?
Yeah, well, I'm like by like a minute or two. But yeah,
Yes, absolutely.
yeah. But I mean, like, if not gaslighting Harbor has any questions for me, because I'm definitely all for fucking with my brother and playing along with this for now. But
But
you
also
know,
wants the real story to be
but
known.
also, there could possibly be an entire country of an entire army of half siblings wanting our heads. So that's something that you as the DM would need to decide on, because also that's something that Harbor as the captain would want to be cautious of.
It's good to know.
Yeah.
Good to know. But he's our dad, so it's okay. He would tell us if there was an army of half of us.
Well, you're
Yeah,
not in
brother.
any of this. You're not in any of this. This is private conversations.
Oh, whoops.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
that's his feelings on it when he
Yeah.
thinks about it. Just like, yeah, but
Yeah.
Dad would tell us.
Yeah,
No,
I would.
that's why we killed him. Remember? Right, we killed him. Right, but still, if he was being a jerk, he'd tell us that there's an army coming. No, he's dead.
Yeah,
Jesus
yeah,
Christ.
totally, totally, brother. Yes, he would definitely tell us. Says in Giant to Winrar. He's just so gullible. It's just too easy sometimes.
I
Oh,
honestly
man.
don't know how you do it sometimes.
Just like I love him. He's one of the only people that I'd actually risk my neck for. But he's an idiot, and sometimes he acts stupid, and this is how I punish him by just fucking with him.
Yeah, I suppose he is kind of like a big dumb pet.
Yeah, something like that.
Captain, has the captain?
I'm just gonna lick
like,
myself while he's doing that.
Is the
I'm gonna
captain? Is the
lick my
captain
fur.
like?
He's
Is
so
the captain like
flexible.
out
It's
on deck
weird.
again?
I'm with the crew.
All right, cool.
Oh
I-
shit!
I think I want to choose like a where like maybe the captain's out by himself and just kind of come up to him about this.
What do you need?
I just like if there's a moment where like I see just gonna be like, Captain, cards on the table. It may not always be the best move to have a minotaur get mad at you. And then I'm just going to turn and go back to the crow's nest.
Why did he look like he saw a ghost?
A red
Does he
What?
take more
pole
psychic damage?
ghost.
Why?
While
why
he's
was he
turning to
looking
go to
at
the
my
crow's
feet
nest?
the whole time?
Wait, what
Hal's
happened?
always talked to me in a very different way. Why did he seem so timid that time?
Weird.
Don't worry. Like, well, what's weird? What I will say is that like with the way that the sort of fractured nature of Hal's psyche, that it's quickly like dissipating. Like it's kind of like I don't know if you guys really got into like Wolverine as a character in Marvel Comics, but like basically
Yeah.
anytime something was too his brain basically was like, yeah, don't fucking deal with that, and it just started creating its own movies about stuff and things that were not as bad or ghosts. So, right, like one of two things is happening right now. Either A, Hal now feels that there is a red penis he can call upon to fight with him in battle, or he's completely eradicated that and he was somehow overcome with like a red fog of death. Those are his two options.
So the only issue I have with eradicating it is it was a nat 20. It's burned into your brain. You cannot forget a nat 20.
Well,
I'm
that's
sorry.
what I mean. Like, no. It's one of the, it's sort of like Wolverine banished the memories of like the adamantine implementations and whatnot because of like its pain
That
and
all
everything.
depends on which story
No, I
you're
know,
going with.
but what I'm
Some
saying
of
is
the
like the memory is so painful, blacked out, but it doesn't mean it's not going to come back. That's all I'm saying. It doesn't mean it's not going to come back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Also, Kevin, I would like to treat my spiritual penis weapon
like Wild Magic Surge, I propose that every now and again, Kevin, you should deem that Hal has to roll a d4 for psychic damage.
For repressed memories damage.
Yeah.
It slowly builds. Slowly builds.
The more that you keep having to repress, the more potential damage could be done.
I like the idea of there being
still
like
keep
several
it to
outcomes too.
Like you
one
oh,
is
absolutely. Like it could
one
be
is you
crippling
kind of go,
eventually.
oh my god, that was
potentially.
real, and you lose a round. Another is,
But you could
a
you could
spiritual red penis shows up, like the size of a giant monkey, and just lays waste to everything.
It's spiritual now. That's great.
Oh no, that's
The third,
Is that
another
the
possibility is I
That's a
stab
compliment.
I'm getting confused between your characters because I'm thinking of the one in Lucas's game. I was gonna say from now on, sometimes the spiritual weapon comes up and it's just a big red sword instead.
Yeah, no, I
In
don't
your
have a
mind.
spiritual weapon, but what I'm saying is
his hunter's mark changes from whatever it originally was to a red dong.
phallus, just a red phallus.
Like it, or just like he sees like Harbor, like his face, and then it goes.
That's
and
what
then,
he sees when he
it's
casts
kind of like
Hunter's
blurred,
mark
and
now.
he just kind of gets enraged. He's like, "No!" and he starts stabbing at that area.
Yeah, that one of the subtle effects is that there's a random event where in 1d8 directions I see Harbor's face and he's laughing with a giant penis and I have to kill it.
It's like
No one kills the captain's penis but me!
What did he say? Fuck. What did he say? What?
What did he say? What did you say?
No, I heard the captain killed that part. I got so sick of that. But specifically
But
was
what was
it was
the rest
different
of
this
it?
time, right? Shit.
the rest of
Fucking
that?
what?
I don't understand.
Oh man.
I'm confused and dirty by it.
Okay. So it was
I
crazy.
cast
bad.
rolled
remove
for
curse
the
on
day?
myself.
It was
Yeah, we didn't even get that far.
No, we didn't. There's a lot of shit. There's a lot of shit that just went down.
There's layers.
We've been covering so many things.
A lot of ground.
This
I
is
rolled
this
a
has been
one.
happening over the days. We're back
I
at the
rolled a
base
1
now.
and a d12.
You guys have actually all blacked out for this entire time. You've hung
No one's
around
even
Hal.
driving the ship.
Actually, you've got his disease.
We're all captaining
Now
hard.
everyone
really hard
stabs
right now.
everything.
Get him.
Oh man.
That's why I want to be the crow's nest.
All right.
All right,
Let's get some
D12. I rolled a
D12s.
1.
Let's get this shit
I
back
rolled a
on
one.
some sort of track.
Just a thought. It's a 9 for me, but like maybe more than one d12 because that took almost an hour.
Well, that was
So,
we
couple
got
days?
we got into a couple different things, and there weren't even
Yeah.
anything that like.
I rolled a
happened.
1. My D12s have sucked.
I did too. Wait. Kevin, that was the most banal way of covering the last hour. We got into some things. Like, I'm gonna gaslight you into telling one of your
I
players
don't think the captain is
that
my
I'm
father.
your dad. Another thing your players are gonna go through is looking at a tiefling dick and not being able to get over it. And then a third thing is you're gonna always take psychic damage and maybe get magic powers that summon a fucking giant tiefling dick if you roll high enough. We had to go over some things. So that was Kevin. No, I'm just saying, Kevin.
I wasn't done with
you
my
were a
sentence,
fucking
but yes,
diplomat.
I
That's
was
what that
not going to elaborate in such depth, so that is fair. I will give you that.
I'm in awe. I'm in awe. Like you are a fucking statesman right now in my mind. We went over some things.
Again.
What did you roll?
Again,
Jesus Christ.
I don't think I had finished my sentence yet, because I was saying, or maybe I had, but yeah, we got into a couple things that everyone, different people had different thoughts about things to discuss and wanted to check
Kevin,
on
quit
certain
your job.
things.
Go work for Congress. You're good. Just roll
And
that.
so yeah, we and I didn't want to take away from anyone if people had ideas. We dealt with
No, that was great.
we dealt with
oh my
private
God.
time. We dealt with a bunch of
We
poop.
dealt with a lot.
We dealt with more poop than we actually covered in the
in the poop escapade.
let's not forget that we've got someone covered in yellow glowy,
blue.
just
It's blue. It's blue glowing.
no, it's distinctly like yellowy
greenish
green
yellow.
because that's what that monster was. I'll
No,
find a name for
the
you.
bug that you showed had like blue glowy things around it.
Jesus Christ, you are Hal.
Yes and no. I
Is
don't know
Hal
what to say about
colorblind?
this.
Can it be canon that
I
Hal's
don't want-
colorblind?
Listen, I will neither confirm or deny.
Ah, shit. I have to go in the archived. What's that?
If you
I
pull up a
can't
picture of
wait
this goddamn
until
bug-
you post
wait,
this,
what's,
Kevin.
wait. Do you ever have that moment in life where you're like, I am fucking so sure that I am right, and then right as somebody goes, I'm gonna prove you wrong, you're like, fuck you. Here's $100, and then you go, wait, was I wrong? And I feel like that might be happening.
Once you actually put money to it, you're just like, oh fuck.
Shit, god damn it.
It's like, oh no, this is real shit. All right,
Yeah.
let's copy, and then we go back.
There was little yellow glowy thing. God damn it. Or maybe
Also,
it's blue.
Kevin, I feel like Rack shared this story shared his origin with WinRAR first, but it was in Giant, so
All right, so
Yeah.
I would say we're both wrong. It's green. It's not blue.
Yeah,
It's not yellow. I would say green.
yellowy green. I think I was saying,
Oh,
but yeah,
yellowy
it's
green?
definitely
Okay,
greeny
alright.
green.
I'm sorry.
It's
I thought
not
you were saying
yellow
yellow
green at all.
And I did not remember yellow. I remember blue, but also I tend to have several drinks while we play this game, and I'm
Oh,
pretty
yeah.
sure I was
Same.
drunk.
I would never have guessed that.
Well, I'm just saying I was pretty sure.
I'm gonna grab another beer right now.
Right?
No,
I'm just starting another
I'm just
one.
saying.
I do
when
not
I
mean
said
to.
I have a meal kit, I'm dumping to grab a bug. I'm pretty sure I was drunk when we did that.
Oh,
so just
absolutely.
saying.
And I know you know
whenever
this,
you and-
but
you
I
and
am in
Drac
no
get
way.
really good ideas. It's usually either one or both are really drunk.
Well, I feel that that's probably the best way to play them. But yes. So.
Yeah, no. This is I don't drink much, but when we play, it's like I need alcohol because without alcohol, it's gonna be boring. Well, it's not gonna be boring, but it's gonna be a lot more fun
Wait,
because things
I
are
just
gonna
wanna-
be a little more ridiculous.
I just want to throw this out there again. That I feel that these fucking bugs have way more power than we have any idea of. And the fact that Cal, the fucking lunatic, is just collecting their poop to do dumb shit with is wasting some sort of resource that we have. That's Tom as a player. Tom as Hal is just collect their poop, we're gonna find people. That's what we're gonna do.
Rex thinking, if he ever runs into an NPC alchemist, maybe introduce him to Hal because he's been collecting all this poop.
I just want you to know that right
Rexy's-
now,
Rexy's-
our bug's name is Jeremy. And if anybody
Jeremy.
fucking does anything to Jeremy, I will fucking kill them. There is
Not to Jeremy specifically, just
Well-
Jeremy's shit.
So
No, I mean
I'll
quite
be
literally-
honest.
No, I mean quite literally. All of a sudden, we were captured, and somebody was like, "What's in your pockets?" And they found Jeremy in the meal kit, and they killed Jeremy. I would kill that person. I would kill their family. I would kill everybody associated with that person because I've spent almost a week bonding with this bug. I'm just saying.
Can I don't know, Kevin, because I know
That's a cool bug.
hunters can't cast find familiar, but I know DMs can gift familiars. I feel like Jeremy has bonded with Hal enough that it can be Hal's familiar. But that's your call as DM.
yeah, he's I mean, right now he's just got this little bug guy, and
Yeah.
as a ranger, he knows how to take care of it for to a
He thinks he's doing the best he
Yeah.
can. But I'm just saying that with Hal in the crow's nest, just sitting up there doing mathematical equations and poop. This guy is the only thing he's really been talking to for this whole venture. When he's not
Yeah.
something came aboard, we're gonna kill it. So I'm just saying that like I'm very attached to this bug, so that's all.
Um. Anyway, so while all this is happening, and Harbor has successfully gaslighted Drac. Uh, would Rack notice that Harbor has use of his hands, Kevin?
Yeah, absolutely. Like back when you were like starting to talk to him, it was just like, hey, all right, sorry. That's what happens when you start talking, but you're muted and no one hears the shit. So
Yeah.
yeah, absolutely. You noticed like
All right.
right when
So
he came out. So like the whole time you were talking, he had his hands, and you were like,
yeah,
yeah, because like
cool.
otherwise they were right in front of him,
So
frozen.
before the next day goes, and Harbor, Rack would like to ask Torkel. You said that Winrar's curse was connected to the captains. So any progress on that, I made a promise, and I intend to keep it. Is the only reason why I'm asking.
I'm surprised that nothing has happened because there was a curse on the weapon that I lifted, and it was stopping something. Um, you might have to ask the captain about it, but at that point, anything that was trapped in there should have been released, which would have included your friend's memories, as far as
All
I'm
right.
aware, anyway.
Okay. Um, if so, he was sealed in there, and by chance, these memories that he's missing are, you know, you've divided that it's associated with. Um, so I'm gonna go talk to him and ask him if he's remembering anything. But if he's not, could you just take a look at him again
Yeah,
by any
absolutely.
chance?
At this
After
point,
rest, of course. I know you've been working for a week straight on the captain, and I don't want to push you, but like I said, I've made a promise and I intend to keep it.
absolutely, yeah. I'll take a look and see, because it might be things have changed, so it might not be too bad. I'll take a look.
All right, and Kevin, just asking. So Winrar and Rax, just so like they've bonded. Um, has actually started to view Winrar as like Winrar's his actual best friend. Like I was joking at the beginning, but like the way that they conversate, they both speak giant. So just out of curiosity, and I can do a check for it if you want. Does my buddy feel the same way?
Yeah, throw me an insight check.
Man, it's gonna
All
suck
right.
so hard when he remembers that he hates blue elves.
Specifically,
Blue elves with feather
half
beards, because I
elves
have
who look
because
like this.
in the week that we've been at sea, I still haven't sneezed.
Right. I mean,
24.
so yeah, you get the feeling that he's feeling the same way. It's like, all right, this guy's pretty cool. I've been out, and immediately he was, we kind of connected, sort of thing. So yeah, you get kind of the same feeling.
Cool. All right. So at immediate, so with knowing that, because I wasn't sure as a player, I kind of just assumed, but knowing that now as a player, I'm just gonna like casually go up and just be like, so the curse on the axe has been lifted. As far as I can tell, there's no way for you to be sealed in that ever again. But that's not what I'm here to talk about. How are your memories doing?
Nothing. Nothing seems to have changed. Uh, since nothing that I can remember has changed since you guys have released me.
All right. And I feel like we're talking about this in giant, just so that the
Okay.
others can't hear us.
Yeah.
Um. All right. Well, if that's the case, I want to give him a few days to rest. He's been, you know, working nonstop to release the captain from his from the axe, and I don't want to overwork the guy. As much as I don't really care for people who actually understand magic, because I was born with it. I don't, it comes naturally to me compared to him who's actually studied it.
Yep.
But I do know that, if he, I don't want, levels of exhaustion to come from, and because exhaustion would be, if he's exhausted, it'd be a hell of a lot less useful in helping you than it would be.
Right.
So,
That's
um,
that's
let's
fair.
give it a
Right.
few.
Right now, I mean, my memories coming back or not are not as much what I'm worried about. It's more of kind of surviving at the moment after I've been freed. So I'm kind of I'm good with where we are currently.
All right. Well, if you if anything were to happen, because I know you're nervous around water and rightfully so, being, fire giant, you know, you know, you know that if worse came to happen, I'd immediately polymorph you so you wouldn't, get hurt from water, right? I got your back.
I appreciate it, and I'll get yours as much as I can as well.
All right. All right. And yeah, no, that's pretty much, because I made a promise. So that I see that the captain's free, so I figured I'd investigate on that. But that's all I had for that.
All right, cool. All right. Could I get in that case? I don't know if we did it.
We did not do a perception.
No. What were people's D12s? I forget if I got
9.
everyone's. I think I got 2 ones from Tom, from Hal and Drac.
I got a 9. So
Yep, I have the one. I have
TJ,
one of the ones.
Got a 2.
2. Okay.
oh god,
So,
we're all gonna die.
no, it's actually, nothing happens that day. And you guys start entering into this little strait here, the Amwa Strait. And I'm gonna need some D12s
All right.
again.
So
Just out of curiosity, is before we do D12s, is there a way I could do like a history or an insight check as far as like what this strait is or like what we might be facing here?
In terms of what?
Like just getting like a heads up, like if like I'm assuming that like as we're like charting this course and we see ourselves like overnight coming towards where like the Rock of Gibraltar kind of shit here with like things coming on each side. Like, is this a spot that's notoriously known for bring pirates, or maybe like there's Cyclopses, very like Argonaut
Okay.
style that launch shit. Or
Yeah,
something.
you know what? That's something that let's get. Well, you know what? I
we
don't
do a
even know if
group
that's
check for
that's
that, actually?
necessarily a check. for some of it. But let me explain some of it, and then we'll go from there. And if you have other questions or something, we might have checks.
All right, cool.
So what you guys know, because again, you guys came from here and you already went through here at one point. That was a much different travel time. It was a lot more uneventful than the current time. What happened at that point is you guys are like, you kind of know there's different ways to approach this, because there are kind of like it's kind of like a stop up here where the rocks kind of come together, but it is something that can be passed through. There are guys from either side that might have something to say about people passing through, and with such a small area, anyone passing through, you might have some interactions, but it's not necessarily something where it's like there's guaranteed to be an issue, or that there is unlikely to be an issue, sort of thing. It's kind of this is more likely to have things happen because of just it being a narrow area and where people are crossing paths, as well as being closer to the land.
So
all right, so using my wait, I just want to out there first before I do anything else. The first thing is using my natural explorability as a ranger. Difficult terrain does not slow your group's travel, so that's one. And then two, even when you are engaged in another activity while traveling, such as foraging, navigating, or tracking, which we're doing right now, you remain alert to danger. Which, I mean, you, as the DM, I mean, you could be like, you're alert, but you didn't see the shit coming. But I'm just saying that if we have the ability to maybe not be surprised, I would, sitting up in the crow's nest, I'm hoping I'm providing this to my folks. That's all.
Yeah, I mean, like this, it's more just that, like, because when you're in the open area of the ocean and everything, or the sea and everything like that, there's much more room where people are sailing by and stuff, where you guys wouldn't even encounter anything. Whereas here, it's more just that there's more of a chance to encounter people if someone's coming, from this way.
So just a question on that, Kevin, because we're closer to our main fleet, are we more at risk, or are we a little safer? Because we're near the continent where our fleet is resides in. The hidden pirate bar is from the map on.
So what you know about like the whole pirate crew that you're a part of and everything is that there are 6 captains, one of which being Harbor, and each of them, it kind of has, they have different crews and different things to that effect. And so it's not necessarily that they're all going to be hanging here, because they could have things that they had missions or something like you guys just had.
Right. Yeah. But I mean, like,
it's something where you don't feel like, especially where you are there, what's the word I'm looking for? Influence, or I don't know if that's the exact word I'm looking for, but like the basically, influence doesn't exactly stretch all this way. You're kind of feeling a little bit more comfortable, but it's not exactly yet,
Okay, so my main thing is, compared to here, where we'd be super on edge while we're here, other than the fact that, there's more risk of running into people, we're not as on edge. We're a little more comfortable because this is
This is
where
actually kind
we
of
are.
where, I mean, you're closer to where you're trying to get, but it's also there's much more chance of running into trouble in these
Okay.
areas. So it's something where it's
Okay.
like, yeah, you're still kind of on edge. It's not necessarily all right, we can finally relax. It's kind of
Well, I
just,
mean, we're pirates. We can never
well,
relax,
yeah.
technically
But
speaking.
you can take a deep breath as opposed to, you know, just quick
But
ones.
I mean, like, depending on how respected Noven is, and because, on the crew, like, are, so the way I'm thinking, and correct me if I'm wrong, because, Noven's crew, right? But like One Piece, how they have, the fleets and how
Yep.
people like how other pirates would join other fleets.
Yep.
That's the way I was thinking that how this was running. And
Basically,
correct me if I'm wrong.
that's the whole thing is like the crew, the fleet, and like different captains. And
Yeah,
this will be coming up, soon, but different captains have their different crews and fleets and
yeah,
stuff like that.
yeah.
Um,
Okay, cool.
and this isn't exactly, you guys haven't been part of the crew for that long. So
Okay.
it's something where it's like you guys have kind of been like I've said before, like you guys have built your way up from kind of the ground, and you're still getting established kind of more in the crew, but you got to the point of getting rank of captains and lieutenants and stuff like that. So you're
Right.
getting recognized a little bit more, and so you're given more responsibilities, and that's where it's kind of coming in. But you don't
Well,
exactly know all of the things going on in terms of what all of the plans are and what all of the necessarily all of the places to meet and stuff, and where this
yeah, no, that I completely understand. I mean, like, Hal and Harbor would be more, attuned to that because Rank and Drag joined on this venture.
mm-hmm.
So
And
we're still
even that
relatively new. We've only
they
known each other for, I would think, about a month now.
yes no
So
yeah, at
Harbor's
this
our
maybe,
point with
father.
all the sailing, yeah.
yeah,
But even with that, Hal and Harbor are still fairly new as well.
okay,
It's kind of something where you guys are all part, and this is something everyone would know. You guys are all part of Noven's crew. It's not like you're like lesser members, but you are all just starting.
yeah,
The
fresh meat.
yeah, kind of, but it's still something where it's like you are still a captain, lieutenants. Those hold the the respect and
I mean, they
everything
would
that it.
hold on our ship, but I mean, when we're reporting to Noven, it's a little lesser than that,
Well, yeah, I
essentially,
mean,
right?
in comparison, yeah, because higher
Yeah,
ranks and stuff. But yeah,
yeah.
but so
Okay.
yeah,
Yeah, that's all right. That's basically all I had.
cool.
All right.
All right. Anyone else have any questions? Cool deal.
Nope.
All right.
You know
So
you're you know you're drunk when you think that a conversation was 20 minutes, but it was really only like 6 minutes. Just saying.
so we have um let's get some D12s.
Seven.
One.
I got another 4.
4.
Oh jeez, you
Ah!
guys are so
Dang.
fucking cute.
Twinsies.
And even with the increased danger, or, well, not necessarily danger, but increased chance of encountering something, nothing. So let's get another set of D12s, please.
Oh, shit.
8.
Another D12.
Yes.
7.
7 as well.
Oh my god.
No lie.
Jesus Christ.
If we do
7 and
one
7.
more, we automatically just rocket to level 20.
10.
It's a thing. It's a thing.
Yeah, I've heard of it before.
I bet you guys will feel like you're level, 20 when you're all, matched up like you are. So adorable. All right, so again, nothing of note really happens. You guys travel through the strait, no big deal. You didn't run into anything crazy or anything. So yeah, D12s, please.
3.
Oh, shit. Okay, here comes another one.
8.
11.
Oh, sorry. Let me roll again. 7. Sorry. Wasn't an 11. Don't rocket to 20.
You guys are just gonna have to stay here and play. All right. You guys are sailing along this day. What's everyone doing?
Perception check, I would say, just to make sure, I'm
Yeah,
still
and I would
okay.
imagine that that Hal's in the crow's nest now, and Rack's not in the crow's nest.
I would agree with that.
Yeah. I feel like Rack, now that it's been a few days and Torkel has had time to rest, would go to
Going
talk
back
to
to the front of the
Torkel.
boat.
Ooh. Shitty,
And,
shitty perception.
he'd be in those few days he'd be talking to Umrar and asking because maybe there was a delayed effect on the curse and seeing if he was remembering anything slowly, but if nothing, then he'd go and he'd talk to Torkel.
All right. So, in those couple of days, Torkel, got rested up and everything, and then he, as you're talking to Umrar, he doesn't seem to have any change, and Torkel checks a few times throughout the days. He works on them. He doesn't. All of the checks seem. He goes like, what I'm seeing is there doesn't seem to be any magic affecting him anymore. I keep checking, and I don't know if it's something I'm not just aware of or something, but he doesn't. It doesn't
Okay.
seem like there's a magic that's affecting him.
So can I do an Arcana check then?
Yep.
Have you brought
Okay.
this up to the captain?
I feel like I would have brought this up to the captain because the captain would have known that because I explained to everyone that it was linked.
You are the captain, Rack.
I'm not the captain.
You're the new captain.
I'm the first mate technically, if I'm second in command.
You're the favorite son, though.
Are you the assistant captain or the assistant to the captain?
So that's a 21
He's the fire guy.
for Arcana.
All right. So what were you trying to get with that?
Well, he said that he was checking. So basically, I'm just checking to see if if the curse for whatever curse was whatever was in place holding back Amar's memories, if that's still in effect.
All right. So with a 21, you said?
Yeah.
21. You don't feel like there is any magic affecting him anymore.
Okay. So and I'm discussing this with Torkel as the only other person who really understands magic, and I maybe suggest it might be psychological, within the mind. Maybe he's repressing at this point because it's been so long since he was sealed for over hundreds of years. So at this point, with the curse lifted, it might be he's afraid to remember. What do you think?
That's entirely possible. I don't know. I've seen this in others where they have things that they're afraid of remembering, and all of a sudden they don't. So I'm surprised to see it in a fire giant, if that's the case. But I suppose anything could be possible.
Okay. So I'm gonna hold off for now, but later on, I think I'm gonna have a talk with Winrar, Umrar, whatever we're calling him. I feel like Rak would call him Umrar because that's his name, but everyone else calls him Winrar.
It feels like
But
that. Yeah.
yeah. Um, so later on, Kevin, after everyone does their own things, I disclose this to Harbor as the first mate. It's second in command. It's my duty to relay this information to him. But I'm gonna try and have a chat with Umrar, see if he's doing okay.
So you were telling me about this?
Yeah, yeah. I've relayed this. I feel like Rack would have already relayed this information to you. Like compared, you know, the you were in the room when you were with us when we realized that both of them were both the axe and
Can
you were
I?
encased in the
I would
eyes.
invite you and Torkel into the captain's quarters and talk about this. And
Okay.
yeah,
And I'd also very, strongly I genuinely care about this guy.
well,
We've formed a bond.
I can
So,
tell you some developments that have happened with the axe, and I don't know what's happening with it. I don't even think I told Torkel at the time. I was just amazed that it was happening, and then I was also busy having my hands back for a while. So,
yeah.
All right, cool. You're dismissed. I'll call you in a bit. Or not, maybe.
Okay.
I don't know. Just, I need you to go.
so I'm not exactly sure what he released from the axe, but I do hear a voice, and I don't know if it's associated with his memories at all. And I don't know if the axe could see me, but we cannot return his memories in this state. It would be unethical because I don't know
So,
what the axe has seen.
okay. So
You
basically,
don't know, or you do know?
Oh, I know exactly what the axe has seen. I just don't know if it has seen it.
okay.
I still don't
but,
even know how it saw it.
So I'm gonna relay that we did, both Torkel and I did Arcana checks on Amar, and whatever he can't remember at this point, it's psychological. It has nothing to do with the axe.
It has nothing to do with it.
Yeah. He's so I'm gonna have a sit down with him.
Well, what
At this
I
point,
mean,
we've
there is
bonded to
something
the.
in the axe, and I don't want to dismiss it entirely, thinking that it's
Okay.
not somehow a piece of him. But uh,
Okay.
I'm going to talk with my axe, and I'm going to see, does it talk out loud, or do I only hear it in my Kevin?
Um, so far, you have only heard it, yourself.
All right, so if I talk with it, and I said I'm going to warn Torkel and Rack, that you might not hear this, but believe me, I am talking to some kind of entity, and it's coming from the axe still, right?
Yes.
All right. Well, I'm gonna look at Torkel and say I'm not exactly sure if you released it from it, but it seems to be able to communicate. It's still in the axe, and I'm gonna just ask, hey, do you know what's happening with this fire giant? And do
You're,
I go to private chat or
you're,
something, or
you're
is it
asking the
okay?
axe that?
Yeah.
And it just yells out, "Ice to meet you."
Oh, do people hear it?
Yes.
Oh, that's fucking awesome. Okay, this is
I'm just
great.
gonna be like, oh, cool.
Do you have a name?
It doesn't
Do
say
you?
anything.
It doesn't say anything. All right, I'm gonna call you Mr.
Uh,
Fries.
Fries.
Did you see something just today? Or recently?
Did I see something just today?
On Reddit?
No, I didn't see anything today.
Has that been going around? Because I just saw something about that.
No.
Where it's like, fries. I'll have to find it and send it to you guys. Hopefully I can find it. But just, yeah, fries. Okay.
Yeah, I that's what I'll call him now. So I'm like, I'm gonna call you Mr. Fries. So if you ever hear that, I'm referring to you. Uh,
Cool.
and sorry, what was his response with the ice giant?
Nice to meet you.
I was too fixated on the accent. Nice to meet you.
Yeah,
Okay.
he just
Have
yelled
you?
that out to everyone in the room.
Do you know anything about the fire giant?
No, why don't you just chill?
About anything with Amrar?
Oh man. I'm just gonna be like, so your axe talks now. Like actually, talking at, you know, saying that to Harbor blatantly. So it talks now.
Yeah. I think everything is unlocked from it. And I'm sorry, Kevin, I didn't hear your response again at Discord acting up.
Uh, what to what?
His knowledge of Umrar.
He said, I don't know. Why don't you just chill?
It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great.
The bugs, Jeremy.
I'm just gonna
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say, that's pretty cool. Could get annoying after a while.
But not
Don't
yet.
know how it don't know how it happened. Happy that you have your hands back. Worried about my new best friend. Might be psychological. I'm probably gonna talk to him later about it. Are you cool with that?
You want to talk with who about it later?
Umrar.
Umrar? I don't know if that's something we should focus on now, because if we just return his memory in the middle of the water, and
Yeah, you're right. That might be a bad idea.
he already doesn't like being out here, you know?
But that doesn't stop you from telling us about his memories. You could
Oh,
just
for
tell us about them, and we won't tell him. We promise. With pinkies.
Yeah, but Drac, you're not in the room right now.
Oh, damn it! You're right. I'm on the bow still.
I like to think that these are actually his memories, and he's really an ice giant. He
Oh
just,
damn, that'd be
or
so fucking cool.
this part of him thinks he's an ice giant. when really he's a fire
Or
giant.
like he was an ice giant and he was cursed, and
To
part of
be
the
a fire
curse
giant.
is to be a fire giant.
That's fantastic.
That'd be fucking cool. But
Kevin's
yeah, no.
taking notes.
And Kevin, I'd like to roll to see if I sneeze or not, because this is getting this Featherbeard's getting ridiculous.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I was yes. Let's roll a. You know what? Let's start it now. Let's start with let's do the same thing as wild magic.
All right.
Roll, and let's start with like at this point like 5.
5. Cool. $11. Damn it. Still have a Featherbeard.
I mean, it would be awesome
All right.
if you were the captain, Captain Featherbeard.
Yeah.
That's a good name.
Right?
And he's very stern
Alright.
and very serious.
But yeah, no. I mean, that's all I really had thought, because I noticed that the captains and we've had 3 days rest. So, and so that's all I was concerned with. So everyone else, go for it. But I might ask the captain. You might want to tell the others about your axe talking now, because
They'll find out.
Well, that's what I'm afraid of. They'll find out, and then they'll try to stab it. You know how idiotic my brother is, right?
They'll do fine. They'll be great, right? Right, Mr. Fries?
Everyone.
Good talking, Mr. Fries. That's awesome.
All right. All right. Now I have to draw Mr. Fries. I'm thinking the God of War axe.
I mean, like I haven't seen an entity come out yet, but that would be pretty neat.
Yeah. I'm also like working on redrawing everyone without the black out for the darkened, actually using other colors, but yeah. As I start to get more comfortable with digital, I've started straying away from just using black altogether. So
What do you use for a program?
Program.
You have to pay extra for that.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, that one.
It's a microtransaction to find out this answer.
It's just life is just a bunch of microtransactions. That's how they get you, man.
Exactly. So yes, I think you know what we had. We had something that was going to happen. So then we talked about Umrar, and let me get perception checks, please. Actually, no, it wouldn't need a perception check because what you guys. Who is doing what? Hal, you're up in the crow's nest, right? And you are muted too.
I know.
Okay,
It took
that's
me like
fine.
4 steps to get there. Yes. So, yes, I am frozen.
Okay. So where was this? All right. So you're up in the crow's nest. You're up here with Jeremy. Drac, you're up in the front, still being king of the world.
King of the world, blowing it up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Drac doesn't want to try and bond with his dad. Devil's advocate here.
Game of
I
catch.
feel like I've known him my whole life.
Okay. Drinking contest and all.
Yes.
We're closer than ever.
It all comes together. He's just my dad. I just accepted it. I need my
Start
post
calling-
up front.
Start calling you Dougie. Do you remember now? Dougie.
All right. So, during this day, you guys have something happen where something is caught in the fishing net, and it is Rack. I think you'd be the first one to be able to get over there, but right here, actually, we can do this, and then show you guys.
Nice.
Oh no!
Dibs.
God damn it!
No, I call dibs. I don't care who sees it first. I get
I
dibs
cast
on.
hold person
No,
on
I
Drac.
get dibs on the merfolk lady.
No. I cast hold person on Drac.
You can't stop me.
You have to make a where is it?
Do it.
Think of
A
wisdom, right?
16 wisdom throw. Yeah.
Got it. I'm gonna do it.
wisdom sa-
I'm gonna roll a nat 20 and blow your tits off. I got a +1 to wisdom. Fuck! I got a 13. So no.
Yes. So on top of that, before
The hot mermaid.
no, never mind. So he's held in place for a minute, and I figure the captain and I would want to deal with this lady before Drac tries to
Drac.
hit on
Not
her.
sure what you're inviting me to, but it's best we talk with her. That's true.
Yeah. I'm just gonna be like, Captain, you've been in the quarters for a long time. It'd be good to show them who's still boss.
Are you
By
saying
having sex with this mermaid?
And
She's for the crew.
If you'd like
We
me to
caught
do
her.
a persuasion check, Kevin, I am okay with doing that for this to persuade the captain, but that's just my thoughts on the matter.
Okay. What are you persuading the captain?
To come over and because he's been in the quarters, I understand why he's been in the quarters for a while, trying to get rid of his ice, the axe entombed, encased in him, free his hands essentially. But the crew may or may have, with him being absent and just in the quarters, the crew, just show the crew who's still boss here.
I'm still confused, but I will talk with this mer lady, and
Essentially,
there's
before
just
my
some kind of
brother
wisdom
or
with your
Hal,
beard right now. It's just-
until before my brother tries to hit on her, or Hal threatens to stab her, I think that we should be the ones to talk to her first.
I'll win.
Is all I'm
win
trying to
on
say.
Hal for her. I wouldn't let him bring down her honor like that with a knife to the throat. No way.
I don't even know how she got here. Like the covered in nets thing, did we catch her that way?
Yes.
Yeah.
This is
Or,
exactly like my fan fiction.
Did she jump aboard?
No, she was pulled on board. She was caught.
She's just a clumsy fucking mermaid. All the
Is
other fish are
essentially
swimming
what I'm
away.
saying. Basically, all I'm trying to persuade the captain to do is, show a performance for the rest of the crew, not necessarily the player characters, but the NPCs of, he may have been, locked up trying to get, back to 100%, but he's still in charge.
I mean,
Is
look
all
at
I'm trying
that.
to persuade him for.
She's
to do.
definitely got
And
fin
by
rot.
doing this, he would be. By doing this would be a form of that. before anyone else tried to do anything dumb, aka Drac hitting on her or Hal threatening to stab her.
I can't do anything. I'm stuck.
Well, I'm aware.
Yeah, he was directly involved in that.
Yeah, I did that.
You did do that.
All right, Harbor. The floor is yours if you want it.
Oh yeah. Well, I was confused. I was trying to speak a little bit earlier, but it was all cutting out. Did they capture her? Did we have nets overboard and we captured her,
Yeah,
or
just
did?
to keep every once in a while there are some things that are like caught, and you guys do have nets to try and keep some sort of um, food and everything
Meat.
like that.
Right.
If you can,
Can't
if
just
there's
live on
the
alcohol.
opportunity to get some stuff like that. And
Well,
this time you caught this.
all right. Well, first, who are you?
She. Oh, you know what? Hold on. That. Where's that?
And TJ, I'm just like, as Rack, I'm saying this as because you've trusted me enough to be your second in command. But if, you go like a week with, Rack's thinking is you go a week with just being in the quarters and leaving everything to Rack, the crew might start, thinking that they can get away with things, which is why I suggested this.
I see.
That's all.
I feel like I've been captaining pretty hard, but okay, we gotta keep up appearances.
Hands on. In a different
Essentially,
way.
this is just politics. Is Rack's thinking?
All right. So when you are you walking up to her, or are you just kind of?
Yeah. So we would have been in the quarters with him with Torkel. So I would assume that we would have walked up to her.
Yeah, this would be
right?
at a different time than that was happening, but yeah. So all right, cool. So yeah, you guys walk up to it. She says, "My name is Marissa. I don't I don't know how I got caught in this. Would you
Were
please?"
you from some
As the
kind
captain starts to speak, Hal runs in and stabs her and says, "Stop lying!" That's not what it
From 30 feet up.
Rack also casts Hold Person on.
No, the love of my life.
So
No.
he's stuck in the crow's nest with German. Hal, if you could make a wisdom saving throw.
The problem with that is it's a concentration check, right?
Oh shit,
So
you're right.
You
You're
would,
right.
You
Never
would
mind.
give up holding Drac, so I don't know if you want to do that.
Well, I mean, both Harbor and Rack are over there now. So if Drac tried to, come over and hit on her, I would think that Harbor's intimidation is better.
I feel that Hal is going to stay up in Crow's Nest, keeping an eye out on stuff and things going on. Like he's not going to come and mess with this unless like somebody starts screaming or something crazy happens.
Yeah, I feel like okay. Hal said stop lying and started stabbing over the crow's nest, but he was still crouched down, so you just see a knife kind of stabbing out over.
Sticking through.
And what you realize is he's actually talking, and he's like, "Stop fucking lying," and like stabbing at Jeremy.
And then he just stands up and goes back to, watching. It's just like, all right, cool. Right. Back to looking out. So, TJ, you were asking a question, I believe, right?
Oh yeah, if there's an underwater settlement she came from.
It. She explains that yes, there are some other of her kind that are around. Not right now. She was out, but she lives in, as you know what, we'll just go back to it real quick just to show you where you guys are. She lives in the Sea of Scales that you guys are currently in. So yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Well, swimming around the area all the time. Do you know of any place like a fallen ship or anything like that? Any place with jewels?
There, I not any right now that I know of. I could inquire. That's not really what I usually do. Most of the times when there are ships that have any sort of treasure or valuables, they're kind of picked clean pretty quickly. But I, if you, I could tell you about anything I hear about if that would help.
Rack would like to do an insight check because he finds it odd that, a mer lady would be out alone. I would think that, even if, underwater sea creatures,
Where's your father?
not necessarily where's your father, but like, wouldn't she have, come with other people?
Yeah, were you
Just
traveling with anyone?
So, make an insight check.
alrighty. Nat 20.
All right. So, you have you sense something to be different, and as you question her on it, she tells you, "Well, there are. I am traveling with others, but I went off on my own to clear my head, and I wasn't really paying attention, and all of a sudden I was tangled up, and now I'm here. There are others, but I don't. They're not. They don't. I don't even know if they know I'm missing."
Okay, with a nat 20, Evan, can I tell if she's trying to deceive me or not?
Yeah, and you don't feel that. You felt that there was something off, and she clarified it to kind of like say, "Well, yeah, I'm not completely alone, but like I currently kind of. It's almost like you went for a walk to clear your head. She kind of went
Yeah.
to clear her head, and then she wasn't really paying attention, and now here she is, sort of thing. But it's not like she's completely away from her settlement, forever, just
Okay.
on her own.
All right. So I'm gonna suggest to the captain, she seems like a child who got lost and ended up in a situation. She doesn't really have any information. I would suggest that we just let her go and be on her way, and it might prove
Um,
more favorable to us in the future, knowing that we did this favor for her.
Yeah, but what's the conversion of merfolk years to minotaur years? Like, how old is she for me? Is what I really want to know. Is she like merfolk 18 or
or or
like?
hold on.
or
And
would it
like
be
Hold on.
I explain,
Minotaur
like
18? I don't even remember.
with my insight check, do I know if she's like fearing for her life right now?
Yeah, she's well, yeah. She's definitely fearing for her life. She's currently
And
out of the water, entangled on a ship with people who are all heavily armed.
yeah, so I relay all this to the captain. It's a child.
Um,
We don't want to make enemies of 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 you know
Well,
of creatures
couple
who
things.
live in the sea.
I'll look at her and ask her, "Do you know your way back?"
Yes.
And is it close by?
Uh, well, it's close by to uh the people I was with. Uh, my her like her city. Um, that is a little bit a ways away.
So there's a small settlement nearby.
It's
Is it it's a
it's
place
kind
you
of like a
stay?
camp out sort of thing, but it's all mermaid version. So it's just that she explains that it's like 10 different uh mermaids traveling together.
Kevin, just a question: is Torkel with us while
Yeah,
we're talking?
he can be out. He's kind of sitting in the background. Where is he? I thought I had something for him. I'm pretty sure I had like the perfect picture I wanted to use for it, but I'm gonna just grab this guy that I thought I had. I'm losing them all.
But like with me and the captain
Yeah, I'm just trying to get
is what I'm asking.
the icon so that he can actually be shown on the screen. Yeah, I'm not even
Yeah.
finding him at all. Might be big.
I'm gonna
Ooh.
okay, yeah. Dang. I'm gonna
Yeah,
ask
this is Torque.
Torkel. Yeah.
That's a
Okay.
pretty magical Torkel.
Oh, he's a flamboyant
He's like
guy.
he's
He,
Robin Hood with a wand.
Now
he he
this is
rubs his
something.
magic in your face.
This is not what you remember him being a little
Yeah.
different when you were in Bernard.
He was like an imp, right?
Yeah.
No, he
No,
looked
he
like a
was just
person. He just
hooded.
wasn't as elegant and
Oh.
flamboyant and with his what he was wearing. Just kind of hooded. No real descriptions, but yeah, he's
A
here
lot
with you
more
guys.
secretive.
Yes.
So this guy
So-
looks surreal, but I do have to say that at 11:50, I have to cut out. I have to bounce out. So,
Oh shit, yeah.
yeah, I apologize because I want to fucking know what's gonna happen. Like, Merfolk and Johnny McEgghand right now, but
I mean, basically, you remember the paper that he gave us that let us track? I
Yep.
was wondering if you could use something like that with this girl.
All right. So he goes, well, not exactly paper. I could do.
And I take out the circlet that I found in the chest. What about something like this?
And now, was that circlet? That wasn't magical,
It
right?
didn't. It was just a silver circlet.
This could have. This could be a pretty good conduit for the magic. Yeah. I might be able to set something up where. What are you trying to have happen with this?
Well, the captain's interested in settlement, so essentially, use the circlet as a way to track or contact, track, contact, or both, as a way of communication. Basically, is what I'm saying, because she did say that she if she found anything she would come to us, but the only flaw in that is that we would have no way of contacting.
Yes.
The way that, and I bring up like the message you left for us with the ship in some way.
Yes, that was something where I left it specifically there. I might let me look. I'll be right back. And he rushes. He checks in and sees if he has something that might be able to work as something that he could implant into this. And he says,
Okay.
I might have something, but it will take a little bit of time to do this and get this.
So Rack remembers the rune that he found in the bottle, and I'm like, what about with and he remembers that he showed it to Torkel, and he brings up, what if we use the rune that I found in that bottle?
So this is the shark tooth
Yeah,
with
the
runes.
shark tooth.
And when you
Yeah.
pull that out, Marissa screams, and she says, "Where did you get that?"
We found it floating, and we thought it might come in handy, so I held on to it. Does this mean anything to you?
That looks like one of the teeth of the ancient that ancient from the stories of my village.
I see. Harbor, any thoughts?
Well, it sounds like we can track down her village, and it doesn't sound like she'd be going anywhere anyway. So I don't think we let her go.
Yeah. I'd just like, she said that she would contact us if she found anything of use for us. So I'm just trying to figure out a way of getting into contact of that she can get into contact with us
Well,
instead of,
I mean,
you know,
we've been under the mentality that this is like an evil campaign and everything like that. And even though we didn't
yeah.
actually choose evil and all of this stuff, it's time to do some pirating. And I feel like this is a pretty evil move. We don't really need her to find the village anymore. Like, we don't need to put a tracker on her or anything like that.
Okay.
And I feel like if we just bring her back to Noven's crew, I don't know, she'd be more profitable that way, even though it's gross to say it as a person.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
Love
Yeah.
of my
like you
life
said, you're pirates.
for profit.
That's what,
Yeah.
yeah.
No.
So,
All right. So, the final thing that you
Rack,
guys.
Rex really just like, I mean, the mission's over. The mission's pretty much over at this point. We have, we're heading back. I don't really care either way. So it's your call. I have no preference, essentially.
all right. I might regret this. Hey, Drac, I need you to make
Yes.
sure.
You
I need to
see
make
that
sure.
like Drac frozen,
He somehow
like
manages
mid
to break
running,
free for that.
frozen.
Actually, is it at the end of each turn he gets another save?
So it lasts a minute. So a minute is 10 turns. Um, uh, yeah, no, there's nothing on a success spell, and yeah. So at each turn he can make a save.
Okay.
But I mean, like, if the captain's asking Drac, I'd immediately uncast the spell.
Okay. So yeah, I
You
feel
know?
like that was just him being pent up with just everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. What? Yes. Yeah. Captain. Yes. Yes. Question. So,
Well, I mean,
Uh,
Drax sees a beautiful woman and automatically he thinks that it's the love of his life. Is basically
It
what
is.
I'm getting.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
Thinks she is. I'll take good care of her. I'll dunk her in water every 20 minutes so she can breathe, and then she can
That's your
spend the other
job.
40 minutes with me. I'm gonna dunk her every 20 minutes.
Well, I mean, I would think that Torkel would have a way to make it so that, she can stay hydrated
That would be even
and
better.
stay livable. But,
he
you know,
might. It might be. Maybe not exactly.
well,
It's
I
not
don't know.
not exactly my area of expertise. I could play around with something, but yeah. So in that case, I guess the question is: so you guys are keeping you're keeping her, and where are you gonna be putting her?
A barrel, fill it with water, and keep Drac in charge of keeping her alive.
Okay, and where are you keeping that barrel?
I have to keep the love of my life alive, so yeah.
I feel like Drac would try to keep it in his quarters.
Yeah, probably.
That
Stockholm
that seems
syndrome.
like the best place. I feel like it's the easiest spot where I could take care of this person slash fish.
Slash love of your life.
All of those things, yes.
You can be more than one thing.
Exactly. Thank you.
All right,
Uh,
excellent. So, at the end of the night, we cap this all off with a love story. Um,
it's been a good session for Drac. He finds his quote unquote father.
My father and the love of my life.
right. It's
How
it's just like when
He
someone wins a lottery,
he discovered space magic.
right?
everything. It's been a great session.
Excellent. All right. So,
Oh
yeah, you
man.
guys now have an imprisoned
Merfolk.
mer lady, uh, because you're pirates.
Mer
So
lady.
cool.
Yeah.
Excellent. And let's final thing. Let's move you back here, and just see that we've taken a bunch of progress, and you guys are. Let's take a look at it. 1, 2, 3,
4,
4,
5 days away.
5 days. All right, quite a distance. I don't know why Bernard keeps. Whoops. So yeah, you guys have already gone
Holy shit.
2 weeks. 2 weeks getting back, but things are good. You're in the Sea of Scales. This is the part where it's kind of like you guys are able to breathe a little bit more. The Sea of Scales definitely have the dangers that you know of. There's talks of the Sea of Scales being known for because there are mermaids that live in there. There's also ideas of like maybe because crocodiles or something. I don't know, but there's things like that you've heard stuff about. But you're 5 days away from being back at your destination.
So I need everyone next week to just roll 12s for 5 times.
Well,
Basically.
that
Well,
Oh.
that might be the way it works. That might.
dude, you're
not
gonna
work
summon a
that
dragon
It's-
that way.
well.
Most
Yeah, that's true.
difficult encounter, a gold
So,
fucking
I,
dragon.
I'll let you behind the screen on just how it works. But just in terms of the mechanics, because it's something where it's like just as DMs to know. I just roll a d12 myself.
Okay.
And then depending on what matches. So when Hal and Drac are matching up with each other, and that's super cute. And then I also roll a 7. So now we have double things that could happen. Or maybe it's just a super hard encounter, or maybe just different things. Or a lot of times what happens is nothing.
Or a ship that's definitely a trap.
1. I rolled a 7. Nothing matters.
Okay. Yeah. No, how I've seen it in campaigns that I've watched, they do it with a D20, but basically the DM will roll a D20, and then he'll have the group do a group check, and if it all matches up with the D, if all the numbers are evened out and get higher than what the DM rolls, then it's smooth sailing. If everyone rolls, if the DM rolls like a 15 and everyone rolls, and like 3 out of 4 people roll a 12,
Yep.
then some shit's gonna happen.
Right.
Yeah.
I have it set up for like different things for different numbers at like random. So
Yeah.
like, rolling some 3s might have this happen. Rolling, this might be this, might be, whatever. It might be something good, might be something bad. We'll find out when it happens. Or when you guys are just afraid of it.
Yeah.
It's a trap.
Like the ship, that was definitely a trap, but
Or
probably wasn't a trap. But
maybe it is. You'll never know.
we could have had a bigger ship.
Maybe. Or you
Oh
could
well.
have had 4 small ships that are about 6 feet long.
Yeah. Or it could have been just a giant personification of our tattoo.
We have that definitely finalized, right? The
Yeah,
tattoo.
So I sent that. I don't know
Okay.
if everyone agrees to that. I could definitely do it if people are not a fan, but yeah, that's what I got.
All right. Well, I'll throw that in the message thing just so that everyone can take a look and double check. But yeah,
Yeah, because I sent that
it's
to
because
you
it's the
guys, right?
crossbow with the yeah. It's right here.
All
Let's
right.
see, copy, and then we'll just paste it right in. Yeah.
Yeah, this fucking thing. I was like, I was at work and I was just like, I can't think of what to draw. And I was like, I'm gonna do this fucking creepy ass tattoo. Oh man.
Excellent. Perfect.
All right. All
Cool.
right. I will see you guys next week.
Absolutely. All right.
Kevin.
Yes.
So are you still interested in playing in a game on Sundays? The one of the campaigns, well, the other campaign that I'm in that has been on hiatus just because the DM had family stuff.
Yep.
He is actually my roommate now, and he was talking about going back into it. Would you be interested in joining that, or it'd be a bi-weekly Sunday? It's just his one of his parents passed away, so we haven't been able to play. So
Yeah, that's tough.
yeah.
Yeah, I'd be interested in that. Still,
All right,
yeah.
I will send you the Beyond campaign for that. I think we're doing level 3, and they're doing experience, which I'm not too happy about, but
I think it's. I haven't had any experience with the experience system.
Well, I'm level 3 right now, and it's gonna take 2,700 experience points. So
I don't like
to get to
tracking it as a
level 4.
player. Rather they just tell me,
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know. Like Tom was talking about how like when he was like doing it and stuff, like that was what you. Oh, that was the only option that you had.
Yeah,
Earlier.
yeah,
And so
no.
it's like, okay,
Before they made
that's
the
understandable.
milestone,
Yeah.
or people started home brewing
And
how
then
to
it's just
level
like,
up.
yeah, that's enough. But it's something where it's like, so I know his problem with it was that he would be like, all right, so how much experience did I get from that? And then like he wouldn't necessarily get an answer. And like they weren't playing as often as we are, so it wasn't something where
Yeah.
it's like every week and then it's just like, no, I need it before next time, because it's like it might be a couple months and then that gets forgotten about, and it's like, yeah. But
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
like, I don't know,
He's
like,
he's used to doing Warhammer,
yeah,
so like the game that we played, he was telling me what DCs beat things, and I just today I was just like, don't tell me the DC. That takes the fun out of it with D&D.
yeah, you, because I mean the big thing, and with that, what I would say is like aim him, point him towards
Like certain things, like if you need to hit a nat 20 in order to do something, then yeah,
yeah,
you
like
like
to
say
just so
that.
that you can understand, like, I mean, you don't even necessarily need to say the DC, but it's something where it's like, this is gonna be something where, because I'll do this too. It's like this is gonna be something that's, one, very difficult, and two, if it messes up, you alert everyone into this place of what
Yeah,
your actual thoughts are, or your intentions. So just be aware of that. All right, you going for it?
yeah.
Cool. Then let's do it. As long as you know, it's not like, oh, I tried to do it. Oh, I didn't. And it's like, well, now everyone wants to kill you. It's like, what? I'm sorry, what? So it's like you gotta have
Yeah,
that
no.
information.
Yeah, no, but I mean,
But
like when
but yeah,
you're trying
not
to
like,
roll for for like an insight check, and you're telling me, hit this,
right.
you got to hit this. That takes the fun out. Personally, for me, that takes the fun out of it for me.
Yeah, it definitely, it's one of the guys I watch on YouTube to work on trying to be a better DM is Matt Colville, and he talks about verisimilitude, or the like concept that you're like in the game. This is you, the player. This is, Rack. How much are you envisioning this, as opposed to being like, no, I'm just playing a game. Like I try
Yeah,
and create that where it's like, you guys, obviously you aren't in there, but you feel it as much as you can, where it's like, yeah, this is what I would think of, and this sort of stuff, and not just using the oh, that's what my character
well, I
would
mean,
do as a douchebag move.
yeah, no, which is why like when Tom like will interrupt me, it's just like, okay, so Hal as a player, this. Hal as a character, this, but Tom as a player loves this. Like that's how I've started treating it. It's just like, okay, well, Wolfgang as a player would try to do this, but Rack as a player has -1 intelligence and needs to act a little dumber. So, and so like Luke. But
Oh,
yeah,
absolutely. But
you know, Rack's whole thing is, finish a battle, look for loot.
yeah, and
But
it's funny because it's like, it's a very simple thing, but it's also like, that's kind of like your main thing a little bit. But it's funny, I wouldn't describe you as that at all, because it's like there's a
yeah.
lot more to them too.
Yeah, no, there's definitely a lot more to him, but like also like,
Your
I
main
just
objective as an adventurer.
Yeah, but
is,
like there's a lot of
look at
people
all
who
this
do
stuff
that where
I've
it's like,
found.
I'm a rogue, I like gold, and then that's their whole character too. And it's like,
Like part of Rex's character is,
yes,
towards the beginning, he pretty much only conversed with his brother, and as he got to know the crew, he started showing, his true nature and fucking with his brother. You know? It's and that but that also has to do with my comfortable how I've grown more comfortable of just playing the game and having fun with it.
True.
Anyway, I'm gonna let you guys go because we could end up talking about this for like 2 hours like we did that one time. But I will send you the link to the campaign, Kevin, if you're interested. But level 3 character, and I'll let you know when we play. But it's gonna be Sundays.
Cool. Starting tomorrow.
No. He just I had just brought up that I was playing today, and he was like, "Oh, right, I gotta start writing that again." Because I mean, like, the man lost a
Right.
family member,
Yeah.
so he has not really
Understandable.
thought about that. So
Yeah. All right. Well, cool.
Cool.
Um,
Very good, guys.
Later, guys.
Later.
later.